Hello everybody and a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. Welcome to Masterclass. My name's Ben Moseby. And before you say it, because I'm already saying it in the gallery, they're like, who's this guy? I've not seen him before. I've been very busy. I wasn't on air. I wasn't on air early this morning. I was doing some secret filming as my alter ego. I can't say anything more than that. All will be revealed next month. But we were running around doing a bit of filming, so I was actually here at work, just not on the live show before I started getting the hashtag slacker, hashtag part-timer. I've been very, very busy. This is the kind of stuff that I get, laughter. I've been very busy. I've been really busy. Anyway, we are here for a masterclass, 3-hour masterclass. So we've got an hour of masterclass, which is all water themed. Then we've got an hour with the fantastic Gwen from Creative Expressions. That will be her last hour with us today. And then we have the final hour of masterclass, water themed. Also coming up a little bit later on, an amazing cartload show, which I know a lot of you know about already. We will talk about that during this show, but it is going to be penny deals like you've never seen before. Some unbelievable penny deals. I spotted one. Now producer Johnny has an eagle eye. He really does, when he's like going down all the details. Like the red eye that the Terminator's got. He's like that. And he missed one. There's a deal later on, right, where you can pick up the Gemini MIDI for 1p.
Oh yeah? No.
I spotted it. He was like that. Malfunction, malfunction, malfunction. 1p. We will show you that later on. But this show, as I say, all about water-themed goodies, some amazing, amazing deals for you. And before we get into that, so much to tell you. We've got a Showtime surprise. The Showtime surprise is here for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. This, by the way, is flying out of the door. Oh, you're going there. It is the Easter collection. Should be £50, $60. I'll go through all the boards and whatnot a little bit later on, but it's over 180 elements. £15.99 today for this, $19.18. We are over a third of the stock already gone of this. People are going to say, what? That is what you call an excellent deal. I'm snapping it up. So if you want to grab that, get it now. I'll go through the boards a little bit later on, but that is here while stocks last, all for 24 hours. I think the stock will go, and as producer Johnny just said, you'll be hopping mad if you miss out on that. It's here today, gone tomorrow. I'm not here on my own to do don't be walking on eggshells, get it now. I'm not here for the next 3 hours doing a one-man comedy show, can you imagine? I am here, thankfully, just to be the little, I don't know, the glue in the crafty sandwich. That's a really horrible sandwich, isn't it? A glue sandwich.
Yeah, I don't fancy that.
No. And here to provide inspiration for the next hour, and indeed the last hour of this show, it's the one and only, one of my absolute faves, McCarthy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's so nice to see you. As I said to you before, it feels like you've not been here for ages.
I know. The trains, heat wave. As soon as it gets either hot in this country or there's one snowflake, like everything comes to a standstill, and especially the trains. So apparently, like overhead lines were melting and stuff. Grim, but I'm here now.
You are.
And as we saw this morning, I made up for it by fitting 3 hours worth of chatter into an hour.
That's not like you.
Not at all.
No, I've never known you to do so much, to be honest. And your step-in's going as well, isn't it? It's going well? You're stepping for diabetes?
Yes, yeah. So when I log my steps today, I will be over my 350,000 steps now.
That's amazing.
I've been really enjoying it though.
Yeah.
I've just, I needed to get back into my walking, and this was a brilliant way, because obviously people have sponsored me. I knew that I'd have to do it, and I'm glad I did, because I'm feeling so much better.
It's good for the mind, body and soul, isn't it?
It really is.
What are you going to be showing us in this show?
Oh, it is underwater themed. I thought there was something wrong with you. I nearly panicked. Underwater theme.
Underwater. Yep.
So we've got the stencils and stamps which you need to get, because I think they're nearly gone. They've gone the same way. So we've got those, stock sync. So there's green on the screen, which means...
It soon won't be seen! Don't you do my catchphrases?
I liked doing that.
Good, that. I did enjoy
liked
that. I did enjoy that.
We've got more. We've got plenty more where that all came from. We've got samples.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I was hoping for.
I'm going to show you it's a tad warm in here.
That's warm.
So I'm going to show you. So I've picked up a few samples with the underwater theme on it. So these are those stencils and stamps. And this is the Believe in Yourself. I love this one. So this one, it's been stamped and stenciled, and we haven't. Rachel, our beautiful Rachel, has used a white gel pen on there just to highlight all those little bits on there. Really adds that extra depth, that extra element to it. Is this one? Just wait a minute. That way.
Ah.
I love this one.
The turtle.
It's absolutely beautiful. And so just showing you that you don't be having... So I think sometimes we think that that border, that outline has got to be done in black, but it doesn't. You can be stamping these up and inking them in any colours that you want. This one is done in the black, but it does look stunning. Again, highlighted with that white gel pen on there. Just beautiful. You don't need to do much else to these cards because they speak for themselves. These stencils are almost, for me, a create a card, because you just need to create that on the front of your card, bob it on, Bob's your uncle, and you're away.
Amazing stuff. I can't believe, well, I can believe and I can't believe these are already limited stock, the Silhouette Stencil and Stamps collection. 73 elements in total. Before we get on, few hellos. We've got Cool Cat Caitlin on the socials, Lynn Harvey saying, hi Ben, Michelle, the CTV team, Johnny and George in the gallery today. Whoop whoop, hello. The wonderful social superstar and everyone, how are you all today? We are good, in a very jolly mood. Lillian Kwok says, hi everyone, Ben's on Masterclass again. Hi Michelle, again. Hello. Alison says, good morning everyone from my bed. I'm having my birthday breakfast in bed whilst watching you guys. That's Alison Soberman Mayleys. Happy birthday. Breakfast in bed. Lovely. Jennifer Joseph says, already put in the order this morning, getting ready to order my goodie bags. I'll show you those later. Sarah Brown. Hello, Michelle and Ben. So nice to see you both again. Thank you, Sarah. We'll look out for your video as well that you sent. I saw that on my Facebook page, so thank you. I know a few of those have come in. I'll tell you more about that later. Linda says, congratulations on your steps, Michelle. Astrid says, Ben sounding a bit like Tigger. And great underwater voice, says Linda. Don't encourage me, I will do it for the whole show. Right, let's have a look at all of the goodies that you're going to get. Limited stock on these. It's a lovely collection, best ever price as well. And the great thing is you have got total control as to the scenes that you build up and the characters that you place within that scene as well. This one's called Believe in Yourself. So you can make that turtle, the dolphin or the mermaid, the focal point of your particular project. And then you've got all of those stencils and mats in there as well to create that scene. And I also love the fact that we give you like the mini stencils as well with the bubbles and the seaweed on there. Then you've got your Follow Your Dreams, which is that gorgeous unicorn. Love the moon there as well, which just looks amazing. You've got a lovely set of sentiments, and once again, think of all the colours that you've got in your collections at home to create the most gorgeous backgrounds. Strength and love, very much sort of Lion King themed, if you like. You've got all of those animals from the African savannah, elephants, giraffes. You've got the tigers there as well. Beautiful moments is again that little girl on the swing. What I like about that is that you can partner her up with a little dog, with a little kitten there as well if you want. And once again, using the different elements of your stencils there, you can really create the most beautiful scenes. You are the one. Now this is Debbie Fisher's favourite. Particular scene when we had this on last. She loves this one. Again, quite romantic, isn't it? And think about how beautiful you can make that background with all of your Spectrum Noir ink pads. Again, you've got the choice as to how the couple look within that scene, and a lovely selection of sentiments too. And then the last one you have in the collection is Magic in Your Heart, which is that gorgeous fairy You got her sort of hovering in the air, or indeed just popped on that toadstool as well. It's a really lovely kit, and it's a lovely price today as well. It should be £78, $90. Platinum is $37.41 today, or $43.06. Limited stock on that, as we said, so get in nice and super quick. Hit the shop the day button to see all the deals here to grab this, and indeed lots of those penny deals as well for cartload a little bit later on. But let's get a crack in and let us see what Michelle has got up her sleeve for the, well, she hasn't got sleeves on, but let's see what she's going to do for her first demonstration.
So I'm going to use the Believe in Yourself. This one is beautiful, and I think, so sometimes you look at that and you think that's what you're getting in. Obviously it is, but when you take it out, actually you're getting that beautiful little turtle in there as well, and you're getting the dolphin, so it's not just the beautiful mermaid. So straight away you've got 3 cards there that you've made that are totally different, all from the one same pack. But I'm going to use, well, I think I'm going to use the mermaid. So we'll go with the mermaid. So let me just pop that off. And you can see that I've already got one of my stencils ready. So I've cut this piece of card down. So we're 5 by 7. This is the one of the main stencils in there. I'll just bring this one in. So this is sort of the opposite to it, the yin and yang, so to speak. I've actually, so this is a fresh one, so I've still got my instructions in this one as well, so you get those as well. But I love these two, so let me just bring this in. Oh, I love those 2 stencils. You can't see that on there, can you? Let me bring that in. There you go. Those 2 stencils are just those little added extras that you get in there. So you've got the bubbles and the, is it seaweed?
Yeah,
the bubbles.
kelp or seaweed, yeah.
Yeah. So again, just 2 little stencils in there, but just look amazing when used, absolutely. Right, so let me bring, so I'm going to stamp my mermaid out first, and then I'm going to go in and stencil over. And I'm doing it this way because I'm going to stamp her with my Midnight Blue opaque.
Okay.
And then I'm going to heat emboss her. And then when I go over with my water reactive inks, it's not going to make any difference to this because she's heat embossed. So I'm just going to pop that on so I can line up roughly where I want her to go.
So we're making these backgrounds then. Best ink pads are opaque pigment or water reactive, aren't they? Yes, yeah. Depending on the effect, really, I suppose.
Definitely. Well, I did say this morning, if you only do have your quick dry inks, you could, if you've got a bit of glycerin.
Oh, glycerin, yeah.
You could, put a bit of glycerin on your mat and use that, because then it obviously it helps them to,
gives it a bit more open time.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm going to say it helps them to spread, but it sounded so much nicer the way you said it.
Thank you.
So I've brought in my quick dry. Bear with me. Let me swap it to my opaque. That's not going to work.
Lovely sample card, says Mary. Michelle, we've missed you, says Sensational Sky.
Oh, thank you.
And Shaddai says, good morning, Lord Ben. Just heard the giggles. Hello, lovely Michelle. Hi, everyone. And you must have said this, but Margaret says, does anyone know the etymology of Bob's your uncle? I don't know the answer to that. Did you say Bob's your uncle earlier?
Yes. Bob used to be...
Is this true?
It is, and I think it's...
I never know with you. Right, so Bob...
So Bob used to be... he was a politician of some sort, and I'm pretty sure he was Irish, or in Ireland somewhere. And he got his nephew a job or something along those lines. And the saying goes, because Bob was his uncle, that he got the break that he did. Now, I've really simplified that down, but that definitely is.
In 1887, Prime Minister Robert Gascoigne Cecil appointed his nephew, Arthur James Balfour, as Minister for Ireland. The phrase Bob's your uncle was coined when Arthur referred to the Prime Minister as Uncle Bob. I can't believe... I mean, not that I doubted you for a second.
See?
Wow.
Occasionally, it happens.
Well, I never did. Always learning from you, Michelle. Always learning. That's a brilliant story. What was your uncle? Robert Gascoigne Cecil.
So you can see that I'm just going in and re-inking a few times. One, because I'm using my opaque, I want it to get a right nice lot of juicy ink on there for when I heat emboss. There we go, that's a little better. So let me just pop that to the side. And again, so if you line this up perfectly on your stamping mat with those grids, heat emboss this, and then you can go back in, line it back up onto your stamping mat at exactly the same point as you did before.
Yeah.
You can go back over it and ink it in exactly the same place, and then get your double emboss on there if you would like. Which is one of the main reasons that we've got those markings on the grid to allow you to do that. So I'm just going to heat this.
Lots of people say that they never knew that. I mean, we've all learned something today. Bob's your uncle. Sensational Sky says, OMG, this makes me want to jump into the ocean. Lol. And Astrid Ewing says, I really like your hair today, Michelle.
Oh.
New hair? Is it new?
Well, it's the same that I've always had. I've just curled it.
I got very confused with hair a couple of days ago because Corinne's obviously got new hair and hers is new hair. It's literally new, clipped on hair.
Yeah, she's had like permanent extensions put in now, hasn't she?
I think so.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I was going to say it makes her look younger, but that means I'm implying that she looked old, and she didn't. She always looked beautiful. No, always. But what was I saying? Nothing.
She looks very nice with her new hair.
Yes, it really suits her. She looks beautiful. Right, what am I doing? See, do you know, there's so many reasons that I just shouldn't speak out loud. So that's, I would go, so you can go back in, really deepen that up if you want. But I actually like that, because if you look at it, it's gone a lot deeper to the ends there, and I've accidentally given myself that beautiful sort of ombre effect with that blue, so I'm going to leave it at that. But again, if I had measured it up exactly on my stamping platform, I could go back in, re-ink it and re-heat emboss it, and then you get that really glossy pop. But I'm going to leave it at that.
Stacey just asked what sort of card you're using.
So I'm just using for this, is it multi-purpose card? Mm-hmm. But if you're wanting to add, so if you're using your water reactives and you're wanting to add a bit more water to it, go in with the watercolour card that we've got. But I find this is absolutely fine. So let me bring in my tape. So we're just going to tape this down. So what I'm going to do actually, because I've cut my piece of card down to the exact size, I'm going to actually tape it to my mat, which you've probably seen me do before. So I'm going to tape it down.
It's a pretty nice mermaid, isn't it? Very aerial. Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to tape this down over. So again, you could be using, I always get it wrong, I said that this morning, is it a stick and spray?
Stick and spray.
Stick and spray to...
Yeah.
I always get it wrong because they stick and spray, stick and stay.
Stick away.
And stick away.
Stick for a day. Stick and play.
Yeah.
Stick and... Oh, we've done stick and spray, haven't we?
Right, so I've brought in two of my water reactives. I've got my ocean blue and I've got my... You can't see that, can you? And my midnight.
Yeah.
So we're just going to, again, like I did this morning, I'm going to I'm going to try to go gently and just ink this up in whatever way you want. So I'm going to go to the outsides. Let me just, with the darker, and again, trying to not be too heavy-handed. And you'll be happy to know, actually I am using water with this one, but it's far, far away from me. So we're safe.
That was a while ago now, wasn't it? With
it was.
Water splash.
I've been here nearly a year, haven't I now?
Huh?
I've been here nearly a year.
When did you arrive? October?
Well, I did some of my first appearances in August, but I was officially employed 20th of September. But so really August is the first few shows that I did.
Feels like you've been here forever in the nicest possible way. Did you did you save any of your first shows? Because my dad has still got the first shows I ever did on TV.
Has he?
When was that? 2013.
Wow.
On another TV show. He still got it on his Skybox, and I was a nervous wreck. Honestly, it's like so cringe to watch it back.
I watched my first show back the other day. So it was
Who was it with? Was it with me?
You and Craig.
Oh yeah. I remember it well. yeah. Okay.
Oh, I cannot tell you how cringy it was watching it. I said more than any other word that came out of my mouth. I don't know how you employed me, but thank you.
Was it a wake-up call?
It was a wake-up call, yeah. It was awful. I mean,
I bet it wasn't. It probably seems bad to you because of how excellent you are now.
I think it was the demo I did. You know that little watch with the little fairy, the little treat watch that I did. With the we had those like double-sided stamps where you could stamp the back of the like fairy or the animal. And I did a little watch, a little open.
Like the what are they called? The peekaboo characters.
Yes, that's it.
So you did a watch. Oh, I vaguely remember that. What was the date of that show? I'm going to go back and watch it.
August. So, because I heat embossed this first, and my paper is still a little bit wonky, a little bit bent, what I would normally do is I would just leave it to the side under a book or something just to flatten it out before I went in inking. So you can see that I'm having a little bit of trouble just getting it to stay in place, which is why I've taped it to a piece of card because it was just moving on my glass mat. So I'm doing it now, look, but I can't not do it now. So what I would do is wait until it is dried and it's flat before you go in and try to ink it up this way, or you could do it the other way. But again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the edge of that midnight and I'm going to blend it out into this ocean blue. And I'm trying not to get fingerprints everywhere, and I'm not doing a very good job.
Whilst you're crafting, Astrid is saying Michelle is a fountain of knowledge. She is. We watched you grow in confidence, says Astrid also. Michelle, and you are fab.
Thank you.
And thank you to thank you to Sarah. We got your video. If you have a look on my Facebook page, everybody, we're looking for sort of what can I call it, like customer testimonials, if you like. Why you love us so much, what's your favourite thing about Crafters TV, what's your favourite show, what your favourite sort of crafters. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see a little video, and we're asking you to send in, they don't have to be long, 10, 20-second videos of you saying why you love us so much. It's Crafters TV guest at crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll put the best ones on the shows, which we're looking forward to. I know a couple of you have already sent those in, so thank you very much for those. I'll have a look later on. Oh wow, that's amazing.
It's coming together nicely. I'm trying not, because I'm leaving that white there. I'm not bringing my other stencil in. So if I brought my other stencil in, it would go, let me get it the right way. It would go over there, and then you can ink that if you want to. But I'm not gonna, I'm doing it, I'm leaving that white because I think it looks really nice against that blue. So I'm just gonna move these. And then all I'm going to do, so I've just brought my water in my special cup. Thank you so much. I still use it.
Special cup?
My special cup. We don't want a Watergate 2. One's enough.
Well, is that like a Tommy Tippy cup or something that the kids have?
Yeah. Yeah, do you
No, I do remember. Yeah. But who got you that cup?
Oh, terrible. I barely remember my own kids' names. But Yeah.
What is it? So if you tip it over, it doesn't spill?
Yeah, yeah. I've got 4 of them. I've left this one here, and I've got 3 at home, and they get so much use.
George has just gone, can we have a live test?
No, not today.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do no live tests. We're just going to. Actually, do you have any kitchen roll over there, Ben?
Do I have any kitchen roll over here, Ben? No, I do not. I can get you some.
Oh, I've got some.
Oh, you got some?
There's a huge roll.
Ah, yes.
Right next to me.
Blue roll, not kitchen roll though.
Right, so I've got lots of sprinkles on there. I'm just going to leave it 5-10 seconds to suck up that ink.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to dab it away. And then have a quick look, see if you want a little bit more on.
Ooh.
And then go back in.
Bit more. Sensational Sky says, Michelle, I love your choice of words. Wonky, lol. We would really get on. Christine says, I'm going to send a video in today. Thank you, Christine Mahoney. We'd love that. A video from you would be amazing. And Mary says, I always love your projects, Michelle. You are a great demonstrator.
Oh, thank you. I definitely do. I definitely have my own style. Right, so we have got, again, so these stamps. So we're going to pop Believe on there. And I'm going to use my black for this. Let's just move that to the side. Take that off. I will clean that up in a second, I promise.
Lynn Harvey says, I bought Michelle those pots.
That's it.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, honest to God. I've never used anything as much as that. Do you know, this is going to sound awful. So I'm quite, apparently I'm quite hard to buy for.
Right.
So, you know, my mum always asked me what I wanted before she bought anything, you know, for like my birthdays and Christmas. But I think that's the only present I've ever been bought where I haven't hinted at it or asked for it and loved it.
Yeah.
So, you know, yay me.
Sensational Sky says, OMG, I remember those cups from infant school.
Yeah.
Well, if it works for you, that's the main
it.
thing, isn't it, really? That's the main thing.
There we go. So let me take that off there. Ooh. Pop that to the side. And then we'll just pop this little card together. So what I've done here is this is our watercolour card, and I've used exactly the same 2 inks. Mm-hmm. I've patted them down onto this glass mat and I've sprayed it with water, and I've just done the pickup with it onto our watercolour card. And then once that had dried, again, I did the with my paintbrush just to get that extra dimension on there with the inks. So that's all I've done for those 2 pieces, using exactly the same inks that I've just used. And then, so this is just, again, this is our Centura Pearl, the blue that's on there. Is it royal blue? The Centura Pearl? I'm not quite sure.
We have got royal blue, haven't we? Yes.
I'm getting good at remembering all these names.
Glad you are. Although I feel like I'm getting better with the paper pads at the minute. The ones that we've launched over the Christmas event seem to have stuck in my head a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's not to say that in 3 months' time, when we've launched more paper pads, they'll still be there. But I feel like I'm recognising and remembering a lot more as well. Not on the levels of someone like Craig, though, who can, you know, you show him sort of a tiny little strip of one of the paper pads and he'll tell you exactly where it came from. Which number sheet it is in the paper pad.
Yeah, whereabouts, front, middle or back.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm getting there.
So if you find that it's taking a little while, just help it. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle to get it to sort of straighten up and then be able to stick. And then so, because I'm going on to some mirror card, I'm going to use my tacky glue.
Lots of admiration for the background papers that you've made.
It's such a simple...
Yeah.
Oh, I've cut it. I tell you why I haven't cut it too small. What I've done is, this piece is a little bit bigger.
Oh.
And the one that I did previously, before the show, is a little bit smaller. So that one's going to stick on there. So we'll swap to that one.
Okay.
But you can see I inked that up a couple of times, where I've only inked that up once. So again, depending on what kind of look that you're going for, you can definitely double and triple emboss that, and it looks fabulous. So this one should fit. Ah, there we go. Look at that.
Perfect.
So again, just trying not to get any dirty fingerprints on it. I'm not sure a butterfly on a sea-themed card would quite go.
They have underwater butterflies, don't they?
Ah, do they?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, I hope not, or I'm never swimming again.
Dragonflies are the nearest thing, aren't they, that come to like water? And I know how much you love dragonflies.
I had a little story about dragonflies this morning.
What? Didn't you get chased by one or something recently?
Many times, but I was doing my walking last week when it was lovely and warm.
Yeah.
I discovered this beautiful field, so I'm walking across this field.
Yeah.
And I discovered two things about dragonflies.
Yeah.
One, they don't fly away when you scream.
Oh.
So when they're flapping your face and you scream and run, they don't fly away.
Oh.
They just attack.
Oh, attack? What
They
do you mean
attack.
attack?
It's like they can smell the fear. Well, it's the way they fly. They're unpredictable. So when you go to run, they're already flying in that direction. So when you go to run another way, they've gone that way. So it feels like they're attacking you.
What was the other thing you learned about dragonflies?
I can't remember. I've got... Yeah, they don't go away when you scream at all. They just follow you. I think they like the noise of, you scream. And there was something else, but I'm traumatised at the minute. But
You're actually running away from the dragonfly?
Yes.
So in a way, having the dragonflies helped you get to your steps, hasn't it,
They did.
really?
Oh my God, my steps that day was off the chart. I'm so glad I was in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere, because no one could see me.
I don't know that much about dragonflies, even though Debbie Fisher furnished us with loads of facts a few months ago. I kind of feel like dragonflies in the middle of a field are weird, because I thought they like to live more near water, but...
They normally are.
There was obviously like a dragonfly convention in a nearby pond, and word had got out that you were doing your steps, so they sort of said, oh, Michelle, like, she's really scared of us guys, so a few of you just go and fly and find her, and it'd just be hilarious to see her scream. That's probably what happened.
But the reason that I don't walk by the river where I live is because of the dragonflies.
Yeah.
And there was just like one random dragonfly.
They sussed you out.
Yeah, followed me,
Yeah.
smelt the fear. But anyway, mermaids don't attack. Look how beautiful she looks.
Fantastic, and it's such a lovely collection. It's the kind of thing that you can do. Linny just says, lol, I remember when I was doing mine for Craft Factor, took 1 million takes to get it right. A lot of you talking about your the videos that we're asking for. We'd love us if you could send those to us. Give you the email address a little bit later on. I know a few of you already have, but this collection is going to disappear like Michelle running away from dragonflies. You've got to have to be quick. You've got Magic in Your Heart, which is that beautiful fairy woodland. This is really cute as well. You Are the One. Love the fact you get so many different stamp sets, and then you've got the scenes there with the stencils and masks to really be able to bespoke the scene for the way you want it to look. You've got the beautiful moment, which is the little girl on her swing. Then you've got that beautiful African Savannah Strength and Love. That's going to look really, really gorgeous, whether you kind of do that at sunset or sunrise. Then you've got the Follow Your Dreams, which is that stunning unicorn And then lastly in this set, Believe in Yourself, which is the one that you've just seen. So you've got the dolphin there, you've got the mermaid, and also you've got the pearl included too. So really lovely collection, 72 elements, £37.41 or $43.06 is your platinum price on that. Now, cart load coming up for you later on. Big cart load as well, because this is a cart load show with a bit of a difference in the fact that you're going to get loads of items for a penny. Unbelievable deals to be had. Like I said, there is one deal which you'll see later on where you can pick up a MIDI machine for 1 penny. I can't believe some of these deals. This is the Aquablend and Glossy Highlighter Bundle 1p goodie bag. How this works is, in this goodie bag, if you buy more than one of these, you will get repeats. But let me show you what you're going to get. A quarter of the stock has gone already. Big stock of these, and the most stock is in this bag. You're going to pay for your Aquablend Botanical Collection pencils. So 24 of our watercolour pencils in the Botanical Blend, $24.99, and you're going to pay for the glossy highlights as well, $5.99. So that is basically what you're paying for. Everything else I'm about to show you now is going to cost you the grand total sum of 1p. So you ready for this? It's over £70, over $110 for a penny. You're going to get one of our amazing Spectrum Noir kits, the concept designs. They're worth $11.99. You're going to get a set of our Spectrum Noir tri-blends worth $19.99. You're also going to get in there our acrylic paint markers worth $7.99. You're going to get our metallic paint markers in there, $9.99. You're going to get a set of our illustrators in here, $9.99. You're going to get a set of our tricolour pens in here, $9.99. You're going to get in here one of our quick dry ink pads in Bordeaux, $5.99. Everything there, 1p. 1p, 1p, 1p or not 1p, 1p, $24.79 or $29.53. That is flying out of the door. A quarter of the stock has already gone. People are getting in shopping early. What a deal on that one. And if you like that, get this one. This is our purple cheetah storage case bag. A third of the stock has already gone here. We've got Sara coming in for a 3-hour show in just a little while. Is there going to be any stock left at this rate? You've got our fantastic purple cheetah storage case. Now these really are brilliant. They look the absolute business, of course, and you've got multiple pockets for, well, I mean, this is a craft bag in all essence. You know, you're going to put all of your craft tools in here for when you're going away. But actually, when you look inside here and see everything that you've got, it hangs up beautifully for you as well, all right? But you've got multiple pockets in here, all see-through, so you can see everything that you've got in there. You've even got a little pocket down at the bottom here too. I'm thinking not just a craft bag, but a nice little thing to take away for your makeup, nice little wash bag, great for little weekend breaks, absolutely perfect. You're paying for this within the bag, which is amazing. Everything else I'm about to show you, 1p. So you're getting your Enchanted Dreams paper pad, 6x6. You're also going to get on top of that the most wonderful news stamp and die set, worth $12.99. You've got one of our iris folding dies and templates in there, plus you're going to get the set of papers to go with it as well. This is 1p. You think, that's amazing, there can't be any more. There is, because you're also going to get one of our beautiful chalk stamps, or chalkboards. Yeah, Life is Too Important, that's included. There can't be more, Ben. There is. You're going to get from the Watercolour Christmas collection this beautiful set called Magical Christmas. There's another 11 stamps in there. There can't be more. There is. You're going to get the beautiful Summertime Floral stamp set from Garden Party collection. There can't be more. There is. You're going to get, you're sending all of my love, edibles in here too. That's an amazing die. There can't be more. There is. You're going to get in here the Masquerade Ball, ready for the ball stamp set. This is all 1p. There can't be more. There is. You're also going to get the 3D embossing folder that I'm showing you right there. All of that for 1p. £70, $100, 1p. Crazy Dave. A third of the stock has gone. Next up, festive dies. Now, obviously, we've been celebrating Christmas in July, and this is a festive bag to celebrate that. So, this is worth £117, $144. Here's the price at the bottom of the screen. You're going to pay for this ho 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 stamp and die, Father Christmas, where you can create your own little tags and bookmarks. You're also going to pay for this beautiful festive ornaments creator card die. That's all you're paying for. Everything else I'm about to show you, this is ridiculous. 1p. The Snowman gift card die set, which we absolutely loved the other day, that's in the bag for a penny. What else do you get for your penny? Well, you're going to get the festive wreath stamp and die set. Loads of different combos in here to really create bespoke wreaths for all occasions. There can't be more. There is. You're going to get, this is one of the favourite creator cards, the Winter Stags. That's in there for a penny. What else is in here? You've got a 3D embossing folder and stencil set, the precious poinsettias. All of this is just costing you a penny. I cannot believe these deals. Then you've got the Under the Christmas Tree stamp collage set. That's also in here. There's another 10 stamps right there. And then finally in this set, you've got the Tis the Season expressions die collection, so you can build up that really cute Tis the Season to be jolly front for your card. All of that right there. Can you believe 1p? Flying out the door, $24.79, $30.36 if you're platinum. Just bonkers value for money. Get these now whilst you can, because I have a funny feeling that when we come to the 3-hour Sara cartload later on, you are going to be scrummaging over what is left as far as those are concerned. A few of you just commenting before I show you the last bag. Smoking deal on the silhouette set, says Laurie. I have the cheetah case, says Astrid. It's great. The bag, says Michelle. Michelle, and it's for you, says, oh, what a cool bag. Mary Kay says, Ben, I love how you demonstrate the items. Welcome. These are really great deals, says Mary Kay Knoll. Was that 1p, Ben, says Kirsty D. Oh, you're not getting the hang of this yet? I'll show you. So in this bag, Nature's Garden, you're going to get a wax seal kit. So this is from the Farmhouse collection, Debbie Fisher's fave. And you're also going to get the luxury cardstock from the Secret Garden, $29.98. That's the value of the bag right there. And everything else I'm about to show you altogether now is going to be 1p. Let's have a look. See, for 1p, you've got this beautiful stamp set from the Gnomes collection. That's included. What else do we get for our penny? We've got the Gateway to the Garden die from the Secret Garden collection. Can you believe it? 1p. Can't be any more. There is. You're going to get the what? The Gnome Girl set from our Garden Gnomes is in there for a penny. There's 21 elements in here. Surely there can't be. There is. You've got the Secret Garden, the Moment in Time stamp set, which is that gorgeous scene, the little girl on the swing. This is ridiculous. Have stuff fallen into the bag here that shouldn't be here? I mean, literally unbelievable. Stamp and die set from the Secret Garden, the whimsical lanterns. That's in there too. I mean, there can't be anything else, can there? There is. The Let Love Grow stamp and die set. That allows you to create that cute little packet, a little seed packet from the Farmhouse collection. I mean, for a penny, what more do you want? Something else? Go on then, we'll chuck this in. The We Can Do It stamp set, 10 stamps in total there. All of that. That's a good question, Johnny. How much for all of that? 1p. 1p, not 2p's, 1p. 2p's. 1p. That's the Nature's Garden bag, which is also flying, unsurprisingly, out of the doer. Please pick up on those, because they are only going to disappear as we head through the day. Cartload coming your way, 6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock tonight, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Get those deals now. It's going to be a quick fire 3 hours. Also proving really, really popular today on our masterclass, which is water themed, is the the Dancing Dragonflies 6-piece selection. So I'm just picturing Michelle running away. with these dragonflies. So this was an uber popular collection when we launched it. So what we've done now is we've bundled together some of the elements that we do still have available for you and popped them into this nice little collection. So you've got this gorgeous little lily border die. That is the first element which is included in this selection. You've then got this gorgeous frame set. How lovely is that frame, made up of all of those gorgeous florals, and then you've got the 2 dragonflies to pop into the centre or use alternatively, you can use them on their own. It's entirely up to you. These again would look gorgeous with some of your sparkles on, some of your glossy highlights. Maybe you wanted to use some of your gilding flakes on those too. Then you've got that gorgeous bridge. Really, really stunning. If you've got the chinoiserie collection, I think that's got a bit of a sort of oriental feel to it, hasn't it? That's going to really work very nicely with that too. It's got the ability for you actually just to turn that into a small card should you wish. It's got the hinge on it for you to be able to do that. Then you've got this beautiful embossing folder, 3D embossing folder with those trailing vines, that gorgeous bridge scene, and you've got all of the gorgeous lily pads there too. Then you've got this stamp and die set, allowing you to be able to again create some real depth and dimension and focal points on your projects. And then last but by no means least, you've got this beautiful die set upside down with the stencil included in there as well. Saving $15.24, saving $18.43. Platinum price is $36.56 or $44.22 if you're shopping in the US. We're going to squeeze in a quick demonstration with this.
Yes. I've got. Do you know what? I did one this morning in 8 minutes. Can you believe it?
That is that record time?
For me, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So I can do it again. We've got this.
You can do it.
I'm going to use this beautiful water lily border die. So we're just going to pop that off there. I love this. It is just beautiful. But what I love about it is you've got those elements that stay in, and you can just sort of pop up the petals on this. So my piece of card I've cut down is 6 inches by 3. So I'm just going to bring in my plates, and we're just going to line that up.
Oh, I feel exhausted after looking at all those bags. Ridiculous buys, aren't they there?
There's some crazy. Good crazy though.
Yeah, good crazy. Crazy Dave.
Crazy Dave, yeah.
As you say. What was that from again?
Plants vs Zombies, isn't it?
Oh, yes, the video game. Plants vs Zombies. Remember that game from the days when George let me play on his computer with him, but not now? Go away! That's what he says now. Can I come in? No, go away! He talks to his friends. And he mutes it whenever I come in the room. Sometimes I'll just go in and go, love you, son, love you, daddy loves you. He'll go away.
Oh, I've done that before.
What, to George?
No, not to George, to my children.
What are you doing in my house? No wonder he started muting me. Who's this woman coming in? It's fun though, isn't it, in a way, like, embarrassing your kids.
It's sort of, way. Yeah, it's sort of the law that you have to embarrass your children.
Yeah.
It's one of the perks of having children. I mean, not like full on embarrass them.
No, I wouldn't do it in front of his friends, if he was at school or whatnot. Well, maybe not. But when he's playing on his computer, I just find it quite funny. I like to see if I can get in before he mutes me.
Yes.
So I open the door quite quietly, because he's always got his headphones on, and I sort of creep in, and just as I sort of get ready, he's quick on the button. He's quick on the button. Go away. Can I play? No.
Right, so again, I'm going to bring in, so you can see that I've popped those up, so you can see that element that it does it on those 2 big ones there, and then there's 2 smaller pieces as well. All those little pieces will pop up and pop out. It's just fabulous. I love this one. So I've got Oasis and my baby blue.
Yep.
And so we're just gonna lightly ink with the baby blue, sort of to the edge of where the die cut pieces end. I don't want to go all the way over. Just sort of highlighting that bit there. And again, trying to go in lightly and add more if I need to, rather than make a mistake and obviously can't take away. So got my Oasis now, and then we're just going to go in on the edges with those. I just love using the colours to make that lovely. I love the ombre effect from either the darker blue to the light, or whichever colour family you're using.
Yeah. Lots of you chatting about the cartload items as well. Dieta saying Sara must have been cleaning out the warehouse, de-stashing. She was in the warehouse the other day. You'll see a video and a bit of her in there with her hard hat on. And Mary says, can I just buy the 1 penny items? I mean, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? That would be ridiculous.
Right, so I have got 5 of these.
Yeah.
And then I have got 1 of these. A prize for guessing what I'm doing. So this, well, not really. But so it's 9 inches by 6 inches. And I've scored all these are just 1 inches. And then we're just going to pop that round, and I'm going to make my pinwheel. So I'm going to glue that last piece there to this longer side here. So it's going to glue from there to there. I saw this die and I thought that is just perfect to make a pinwheel. In fact, I think Debbie Robinson started making one last week, didn't she? And never got to finish it.
There's one that she's put up recently on her Instagram page.
Yes. Yeah, well, when she was making it, I was like, oh, I need to make one of those.
Yeah.
So I did. And here it is.
It's nice to see, because I saw the finished reel. I didn't have time to click back and watch all of the instructions, so it's nice to see actually how you put one of those together, and quite a simple process really, isn't it? It's multi-cutting.
It is, and it looks amazing when finished, and like you said, just so simple to do. So what I'm going to do with these, in fact, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue mine together first. In fact, no, I'm not. So I have got just 6 pieces of card, and I've already mat and layered the paper, and I've tried to keep them in order, so as you sort of look round my pinwheel, the pattern follows. So we're just going to glue these on as I go round, one at a time. And again, so all I've used is our white card, that one die, that one edgeable die, a little bit, which could be an off-cut piece of your paper and card for the small amount that I'm using. But once done, it just looks fabulous. So let me put that next one on.
Lots of love for this die as well coming in. It is a very pretty die actually. Mary says, such a pretty die. Marisol says, my alarm snooze keeps going off. Oh, hello. Because I'm past time getting ready for work. I just can't turn away today. Good thing I'll be working from home and no one will see that I'm in my pyjamas. That's the dream, isn't it?
I think that would be my son's ideal job, where he could work in his pyjamas. No, he literally lives in his pyjamas if he's at home.
Yeah. I don't know how much work I would get done if I worked from home, though. You know what I mean?
No.
The temptation there to not do anything.
It can be hard. I know when I was, when I'm at home now and I'm prepping, I tend to either have this show on, or I've got something crafty related on.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I put things down and I get sort of caught up in watching the show and forget what I'm doing. So if I actually had to do a real job, that sounds daft, doesn't it?
A real job, yeah. We were talking about that yesterday, people who have real jobs.
I mean, this is, I don't know, does it count as a job when you're doing your hobby for work and you love every second of everything you're doing?
And then some of the stuff we get up to as well, you just think like the stuff that I was doing this morning, which you'll see it in August. It's like when I have to go home and explain to my Laura, like, also, what have you been doing at work today? And some of the things that I tell her, at the time it doesn't seem that random, but then when you tell somebody who's not here what you've been doing, and you see the puzzled look on their face, they're like, how does that work? Just is. Yeah, there'll be worse places to be. A few of you now saying, talking about PJs, that we should have a PJ day here at Crafters TV. Have a PJ day at Crafters Companion.
Well, that sounds...
Friday, well, it'd have to be Friday, wouldn't it? Pyjama day Friday. Johnny's just said about the risk of falling asleep in the gallery though if they did, because it's dark in the gallery. Yeah, pyjamas on. You just see the cameras just go, ooh, as George like falls asleep on the desk. Just hear Johnny. I do like that idea. We talked for a while about having fancy dress Friday, didn't we? But that never happened. Maybe for Halloween. Dress up.
Fancy dress. I would say I catch the bus in. Can you?
Oh yeah. Imagine riding the bus in your pyjamas or like dressed up as a T-Rex. Is that what you think Michelle would dress up as for Halloween? That would be brilliant. It'd be hard to craft though, wouldn't it? Just as a T-Rex with the little arms. T-Rex. That is brilliant, Johnny. I love that. Sat on the bus just as a T-Rex. Oh dear.
You know, you've just totally made that
Johnny's
up.
just asking Michelle if she came in to work in a witch's hat once. I can't remember. Debbie Robinson had a witch's hat, did she? I don't think I was in for Halloween last year. I had a Halloween jumper that I wore last year, but I don't think we've ever gone to town and done costumes and stuff like that. Maybe this year. This pinwheel card's coming together, isn't it? Gorgeous.
Yeah, so all I've done is, so each tab, as I've gone round, you can see I've just stuck one of those panels to. So if I stand it up and give it a bit of just a squish, you get that lovely shape. So then all I have got to go on here is, if I can grab those, I've just die cut, there we go, right way around. Happy birthday, just going to pop those, whichever one you want, just pick one and pop it on. So we're just going to put happy birthday up there. And again, so I've used our glitter card. I run this one through my Xyron. I very rarely use my Xyron because we tend to run out of the refills.
Yeah.
So I only occasionally use it. I don't want to use all my refills up. So just popping that on there.
Such a cool idea.
I do have a bow, but I'm pretty sure that I tell you what, I'm going to pop it there. Just having something on here that shows you maybe which is sort of the main piece. Just pop that on there. And that is all I'm going to do with that. Just that bit of inking with just that one die. There we go. So my lovely pinwheel.
I love it. Absolutely fantastic. Astrid just saying, do what you love and you will never work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
Alison saying, my son's doing his summer job in his pyjamas. It's virtual and all on computer all day. Lynn Harvey says, my eldest son works from home and loves it. I would love to work from home. And Anne says, re-fancy dress. Sara and Joe dressed up as a chicken and a rabbit one year at Easter. Joe is a very convincing chicken, apparently. I can see that, actually. I can see that. Lord Ben says, these shows are so addicted that even sometimes I forget to eat, much less working from home. I would get fired, says Shadiah, and we wouldn't want that. Yes, do remember to keep yourself refreshed whilst you're watching these shows. Do eat and drink, particularly later on during Cartload, where it's going to be ridiculously busy, I am sure. This is that Dancing Dragonfly 6-piece selection, though. Remind you of this before we move on, take a short break. It's a lovely set, really, really popular when we launched this, and and so what we've done is we've popped together pretty much what is left within the selection. Got those gorgeous lilies there for you, stamp and dies. You've got that stunning 3D embossing folder with the trailing vines over the bridge. Talking of bridges, that stunning die is also included in this set. The die that you'll need if you want to recreate Michelle's pinwheel card is that one just there. And then lastly in this collection is that gorgeous frame with the dragonfly. We're going to take a little bit of time to switch things over in the studio because the fantastic Gwen is here from Creative Expressions. She's behind camera 5 right now going, ha ha. So she's ready, we're almost ready, so we're going to swap the studio over and we'll come back with some brilliant goodies from her in a couple or 3 minutes' time.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not free to boot camp, get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today. Look where I am! This is our amazing brand new warehouse. This is the one you always hear us talk about, our global fulfillment centre, just down the road from our offices. Anyway, it's gorgeous, it's brand spanking new, but already it is literally crammed full to the rafters with stuff. Amazing stuff, but stuff that we need to clear out and make some space for. So the good news is, all of next week, I am taking over the whole channel. Crafters TV is having a full-on Sara-style takeover for Sara's craft clear-out. Now, I'm going to be starting on Monday, on the Monday Maker slot. Actually, for those of you that are early, I'll also pinch the wake-up call. I'll do a previewing wake-up call. But we've got deals going on all week, brand new drops every single day, amazing shows planned throughout the week. You do not want to miss it. Keep an eye out for an email, keep an eye out on our socials for more information, and I'll see you bright and early for wake-up call on Monday morning.
Hello everybody and welcome back to our masterclass. Michelle's going to be back with us in an hour's time. We are here with the final hour with lovely Gwen from Creative Expressions. Loads of brand new goodies to bring to you. Of course I missed the earlier show but I know it was super duper busy because you guys were taking advantage of a lovely selection of stamps that we've got on the show and brand new exclusive products on the show for you as well. a product that I've never seen before nor heard of, but very, very excited to see all in action. Before we quickly go through a few bits and pieces, let's say hello to the wonderful Gwen, who is with us for the next hour. It's an exciting show, this, isn't it?
Hi, Ben. Yes, hello, everybody. It really is, because I'm covering for our lovely Françoise.
Yeah.
So I'm very honoured to be bringing Françoise stamps to you all today. Christmas range, new releases. Gorgeous Norman, her lovely gnome, who's popping up in various scenarios, as he does. And then we've got these amazing Cosmic Shimmer products, inks, which is my happy place, and this brand new Cosmic Shimmer coloured fluffy stuff, which is incredible. Can't wait.
How have I never seen the fluffy stuff before?
How have you? Where have you been, Ben?
I don't know.
Rude.
I know, but rude indeed. Because I know we've got, well, we'll go over it in a minute, but we've got the white, which I understand has been seen before, but then lots of different colours which potentially people might not have seen before.
Well, it's always been quite difficult to colour it. We've tried to colour it, and we've eventually managed to come up with a process that allows it to, I don't know much about it, but it's allowed it to happen. So we're very excited about that, and obviously it opens up a whole new window.
We're very excited. As always, we're live and interactive this next hour, so if you want to ask any questions about any of the products, if you want to fire any questions Gwen's way, feel free to get in touch with us on Facebook and indeed on YouTube. We'll look at the fluffy stuff in just a second. I do, though, however, want to show you this amazing stamp bundle that we've got on the show. Big stamp bundle from the amazing Françoise Reed. We have got 11 selections in here. If you want to go for a smaller bundle, it's any 3 for £18 or $21. But these are absolutely beautiful, and we'll whiz through these and get onto some demos very, very quickly indeed. But it's all beautifully Christmas themed, so you've got this stunning Christmas house in here. How gorgeous is that? Really beautiful, big stamp, loads of different sort of intricate bits and pieces through there, which I think you're going to absolutely love. You've then got your Christmas bird house, those cute little birdies there on that Christmas decoration. You've got the holly leaves in there, the star in there too, more birdies in the robin party. That is just brilliant. We all love our robins at Christmas time. Love to see like traditional robins, but that's just very different, isn't it?
It is, it's really cute. And the hats on, they're obviously having a bit of a party up there in the branches.
If you love that, you'll love the Santa cup. I mean, come on, that is just literally brilliant. Santa's big old smiley face there with a whole host of other Christmas goodies there too. Now you mentioned Norman, in lots of different guises in this collection, isn't he? He's got his winter hat on there. You've then got Norman trying to impersonate the great man himself. Almost getting away with it, I think. Who else have you got in here? You've got a festive Rudolph in there, absolutely beautiful, lovely sentiments that you're going to get in these sets too. I really like the robins in here actually. This is another beautiful set. The robin post, robin man, you've got all those beautiful robins flocking around the post box. Then you've got the owls, they get in on the action, the owl Christmas mail. So once again, lots of little sentiments in there. You've got your stamp postmark, the really cute little owl with his fluffy hat on. And then you've also got some of your sort of slimline stamps, I suppose, really. This one is Norman, once again, it's called Gnome Gifts. So there he is, sat on top of a big pile of prezzies. And then lastly, in the full collection, if you want to go for it, is the Holy Night. A bit more of a sort of traditional Christmas themed stamp, if you like. It is a 10% saving on the full bundle today. So if you want to go for all of those, it is $65.99, $76.99. Platinum price is $52.79 or $61.59. If you want to go individually, you can currently, and you can go on a 3 for as well. 3 for £18 or $21. We'll have a look at some finished samples as we go through the show, but I am intrigued by this fluffy stuff. Now, we are very, very busy for this. 40% of the stock has already gone. Just as I plonk the colours down here, Gwen, just tell us about fluffy stuff, because as I say, I've not seen it before. What is it? What are we going to be using it for? And talk to me about some of these new colours.
So fluffy stuff is an expanding material which is activated by heat.
Okay.
So it's liquid, it's water-based. You pipe it or squeeze it or paint it or blend it onto your chosen surface and then heat it, and it puffs up to, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times its volume.
Yeah.
And creates this amazing fluffy stuff.
It couldn't be described better, really, could it?
And it can feel fabricy, it can feel foamy, it can feel furry. depending how you choose to use it. So it's amazing. And as I say, the coloured stuff has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We on the demonstrator team have been asking for it for ages, and they kept saying, we can't seem to make it work, we can't do it. Anyway, they've done it, and I'm so excited because these colours are gorgeous. So, and the names of them are brilliant too. Clotted cream, I mean, it just does look like, you imagine that on an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
And you could have, you know, your clotted cream, fluffy stuff top. The lilac one is I'm going to use it on Norman's hat, on his bobble.
Okay.
You know, think about where you would put these. The strawberry whip, that's got to be,
yes,
you know, like a milkshake, or the top of the Santa cup.
Yes.
I'm going to be using that hopefully later on as well. So these colours are going to lend themselves beautifully, not just to Christmas scenes, obviously, but all year round. And the sweet caramel is just beautiful for your teddy bears, your birds, your puppies, your kittens, you name it. It's going to come in for those lovely cutesy animals. Yeah. And food stuff. You know, if you've got a pie with a lovely pastry top, why not use a fluffy top? And you know,
I love it. It's
gorgeous.
It's certainly something I think which you're going to be adding to your crafty armoury. So clotted cream, mineral mist and French lilac, sweet caramel, strawberry whip and frosty sage. There's 7 bottles you're going to get there in total for that price of just $17.59. Jump on the bandwagon here because loads already have. 40% of the stock has gone, $22.63 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. But I certainly think you need to get that. It's really amazing stuff. Get it into your basket. I'll be squidging this over here whilst you'll do your first demo, Gwen. What are you going to be demoing with?
I'm actually going to start with the Gnome gifts. So that beautiful, tall, slimline stamp with the Tower of Presents from our beautiful Norman, who's sitting on the top looking like he doesn't really want to give them away, does he? You know? No,
not really. He's like, these are all mine.
So I've got a nice tall piece of card, and these are going to fit your slimline and your DL cards beautifully. I'm inking with a black VersaFine clay, which is a super detail ink pad. It picks up any fine detail. It can be embossed with a powder if you wish, or you can also stamp it and leave it to dry. So it's a wonderfully versatile ink pad, one of my favourites. So I'm going to stamp little Norman and his presents onto a piece of our coconut white cardstock.
Some gorgeous designs, and all of them designed by Francoise Reed, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a wonderful designer. Came from the Woodwear brand, along with Jane Gill, who's another of our lovely woodwear designers. They have very different styles, but Francoise loves doing the slightly cute but quirky side of things. She also does quite detailed, fine art stamps as well. She's got a really great range of styles that she can bring into play. So really talented designer and a lovely lady.
Yes.
So I wanted to do, this is in homage to Francoise actually, because I'm going to do some paper piecing.
Okay.
And this is something that I know she loves to do. It's one of her favourite techniques. So I've got here just some bits and pieces of paper from my own stash, and I want to stamp the presents in all on different papers and then piece them back together, a bit like a jigsaw. So I'll just do one little present here. So I'm going to ink that part of the stamp that I want to stamp out, and I've got some paper in the back of my platform because obviously this is inked, the whole thing's going to leave a mark, and I didn't want it on my platform, so I just put some paper in to protect that. So what I do, I put the piece of paper actually onto the stamp. That ink is sticky enough to hold it in place, or you can bring the back over onto the front rather than taking the front onto the back, if that makes sense. And then we can stamp onto that patterned paper.
Okay.
And you would repeat this for each of the little presents or whichever elements of the stamp you want to bring out. So we can see there, we've got that centre parcel and the 2 little parcels in front. Now you can see what I mean about having inked onto there. That would have been on my platform if I hadn't protected it.
Yeah.
Right, so that's just me being a bit fussy. So I've got my stamped image done here.
Yeah.
And I want to give this a nice background. So I'm going to bring in the Decadent Teal. These are the Colour Cloud inks. They're a wonderful blending ink. They're in a pot that has, all of this is filled with a big sponge donut, and it's absolutely saturated with ink.
Yeah.
You simply press your chosen applicator tool down, and that lifts the ink up onto your applicator. So you just push down, and it loads that with ink, and there's lots on there. Now I don't want it overly heavy, so I can take some off into the lid, or I can take some off onto some kitchen roll if I really want to take a lot away. And then I'm just going to give this stamp something to ground it. you always need to sort of ground a stamp really, so it's not floating in midair. So just give it a footing to sit on. And it doesn't matter that I'm going over the parcels here, because I'm going to put these parcels back in place with those that I've stamped on fancy paper with. So I'm going to finish off with my blending brush, which is going to give me a softer finish around the top here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do it ever so gently, so it's fading out as we get up to going around our lovely little gnome.
Super cute, isn't he?
Just
Norman?
really soft. He's lovely. He's very cheeky.
Yes.
Okay, so that's our background, sort of well on the way.
Yeah.
And then here I've got one. Well, I've got lots of parcels that I've already stamped and cut out. So hopefully now this will begin to make a little bit more sense. So you can see where I've done the inking, and then I've got all these parcels. I'm just going to do one. Found my scissors. I'm going to cut this out. So I've stamped this onto the bigger parcel, and then I'm cutting out the two individual little parcels. And what's really lovely about these is the lines are very easy to follow, so it's really not hard to cut out. The one thing you need to know when you're paper piecing and you're doing it this way is that when you're cutting it out, you need to cut into the line of the stamped image. So usually when we're cutting out, we would say go to the outside of the line.
Yeah.
But with this, you need to cut actually into the line, because when you want to come and put these all together, you want them to butt up to each other and not overlap. So I can start now to build my image. So all I've got to do is add a little bit of blue to these. You can add as much detail as you like to these. I've added some glitter on the bauble and glitter on the detail of some of the parcels. You can really go to town, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I've got this bottom parcel's got a tiny little tag on it, so I've done that in a different piece of paper.
Okay.
And suddenly it comes alive, doesn't it?
It's a really fun thing to do with your stamps, isn't it? Very different way of using them.
It really is. And I know that some of the house, the picture of the Christmas house, Francoise has paper pieced a lot of those, and they look stunning, absolutely beautiful. A bit too much glue on that.
Whilst you're gluing, lots of love coming in for the products. Linny just saying that Fluffy Stuff and Sara's Faux Snow work so well together. Linny Jones saying, hi Gwen, I love your style.
Thank you.
Cannot wait to see what you'll be doing on this show. Linny Jones saying, I adore Fluffy Stuff. But I've never seen it coloured before.
Well, as I say, that is really relatively new technology.
Linny Jones saying, I love the Fluffy Stuff magic, and then I glue the faux snow on and around it. It gives a fabulous real snow effect. And good morning, everyone from sunny Montana, says Mary Pat 1000. Ooh, says Mary Pat, Fluffy Stuff. I have it in white, but the colours look fun too. That seems to be the theme running through the social threads, that everyone's excited about those new colours, which we will see in more detail in just a little while. But look at this coming together. This is phenomenal, Gwen. I love it. So cheery, so fun.
Doesn't it look so beautiful when you start to just play a little bit? I'm going to put some glue actually onto the surface here rather than on the paper, because it's such a small fiddly bit. And then I can pop my paper on top. And then, so there we go, that's our pile of parcels. All I need to do is paint in Norman.
Yeah.
And I can do this with my beautiful colour cloud inks. I have here a brush that's just sitting in some water. So what I do is I have the brush in water, and then I squeeze the excess water out of the brush so that I can go onto the pad.
Okay.
And then I can paint straight from the pad. So let's give him a little red coat.
So interesting, we've seen you take your sort of dauber in, you can take your brush to it as well.
Exactly,
These will last a long time, I guess. They're quite juicy.
Yes, they are very juicy. And you can actually stamp with them, obviously, as well. But you can't get a stamp in there.
No.
So what you do is use one of these to pick up the ink and transfer that to your stamp.
Yes.
So you can stamp with them. You can also heat emboss then on top of that, because they're so lovely and juicy that they stay wet long enough to actually emboss with them. So really versatile, really beautiful, and they make blending an absolute dream.
Yeah.
Yes, they really do. And I know that's something that a lot of people have problems with, you know, getting scratchy marks and blobs. But you don't get that with these inks at all. They just make life really, really lovely and simple. We're all for that.
Absolutely, should be simple, should be fun. We'll show you all of the different colours of your colour cloud blending inks in just a little while. Lots of new goodies, and there's another stamp collection as well, which we'll go through. Smaller stamp collection. I like Norman the Gnome, but there's another character that I've spied from that smaller stamp set who I absolutely love. There's a cheeky little gingerbread man who I think you're going to fall in love with when I show you that in just a little while. Just gorgeous designs from Francoise. She sort of really brings all of the characters to life. You can, you know, even like with Norman, for example, you can't see his eyes because he's sat so low, but you can tell from the way that she's drawn him and created him, he's a bit of a cheeky chappy, can't you? Very, very clever.
Yeah, he's lovely. So the other lovely thing about these inks, I was explaining earlier, is that you can paint one coat down and it might be slightly soft. Then if you go back and paint another coat, you can actually strengthen the colour. So you can layer them up and you can add shade just from one colour of ink. So it's really lovely to be able to have that just in one pot as well. So I've just done a little bit there. You can see how quickly that would come together. Just one little thing I'd like to show you. I'm using my acrylic block as a palette, which I quite often do. And I'm going to put a little bit of the red onto, well, I'm going to put some water down first, then squeeze the water out of my brush, because you don't want to be putting water into your ink. So I'll just pick up some of the red and then mix that into this water, and that's going to give me a really, really, really pale pink, so I can paint Norman a little pink nose. Because I don't want his nose to be bright red.
No.
Because he's cold, but he's not that cold. And there he can have a little pink nose. So you can wash these down and get really soft effects.
Yeah.
Obviously then, if you use them full strength, let's give him a little red heart onto his hat.
Just to say as well that Linny says, well, I've never thought of painting with the ink clouds. Guess what I'll be doing during cartload tonight, says Linny Jones.
I paint with inks all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of pens. I don't work with alcohol markers.
Okay.
I love just working with ink pads, and these ink pots are perfect. And
Yeah.
This is what I tend to go for. I mean, it's a watercolour, effectively.
Yes.
We call it an ink, but it is a watercolour. So why not use it like a paint?
Yeah.
So we're just going to give him a little tan. I've just mixed a little bit of the Sunlit Cedar and a little bit of the Scarlet Woman to get that tan patch on his hat. And that's, you carry on until you're happy with what you've achieved. I've added some glitter, you can see here. I would also glitter that bauble to make it stand out, because I didn't fancy trying to cut a circle out. So I'd paint it in with some glitter or something like that instead. And here's one which is completed apart from his beard, because I want to use fluffy stuff.
Oh, of course.
So we're going to use the Mineral Mist, which is this lovely blue-grey one.
Okay.
You're getting the white in this set that you have.
You are.
So obviously you can give him a white beard, but I thought he's getting a bit tired.
Oh.
So he's having a grey beard today.
Okay. Now he feels.
So I'm going to I just shake it to make sure that the fluffy stuff is coming down into the nozzle.
Yeah.
And then you just squeeze and into little circles.
Okay.
And just covering that area.
Oh, it's quite like a small amount, isn't it, really? You don't need layer
much,
upon
because
layer
it does
upon
expand.
layer.
Actually, if you can put too much on, because when it expands, if it's very thickly layered, the inside stays wet, and so it can, still come through.
Yeah.
Sort of when you heat it, it creates a crust on the top, but the inside can still be wet.
Right.
So what I recommend you do is heat from behind first to drive the moisture out. And it will go a little bit dull.
Yep.
And then you can come over to the front. And watch the magic happen.
Here we go.
Look at that.
This is brilliant. I've never seen this before. That
How
is
fabulous
brilliant.
is that? I just love it.
Yeah.
So now he's got his gorgeous fluffy grey beard.
It's still expanding now. That's phenomenal.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to simply attach that to a card. I've already got mounted some decorative paper and some lovely red mirror card just to set off the reds in the picture.
Oh, you've got to get the fluffy stuff today, haven't you? If you don't get anything else, buy the fluffy stuff, because that is just phenomenal.
And there are so many techniques. I mean, I've been playing with this and trying different things, and every one of them that I've tried has worked. So
yeah.
I hope you caught the show earlier. If you didn't, please do try and go back and watch it, because I showed you lots of different techniques of how to use fluffy stuff in different ways. It's amazing stuff. I absolutely adore it. And it's so different, and it's lovely to have different.
It is.
And it's quite difficult these days to find different, isn't it, you know? So that's going to take a little while just to dry because it's on mirror card, but let's just press that down. And that beard is dry. It's perfectly safe now. I mean, you could do this with the kids. They'd love it, but obviously be careful with the heat gun with them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Heat it for them. But there we are. There's our Norman with his gifts that he's not quite sure whether he wants to let go of just yet.
That's super cute, super quirky. There's so many of you saying how much you're loving this show. Astrid says, Gwen, you're such an influencer. I've just had to go and get myself an ice cream cone after you described the fluffy stuff.
Thank you very much.
Samantha says, I love the idea of stamping on pattern paper instead of colouring all the gifts. What a great tip. Crafty Becky says, I've just purchased the whole show.
Oh, well done, Becky.
Creative Expressions is addictive. I'm a big fan. I'm loving that ink, says Shajaya. That's just jumped into my basket. Julie Lowe, I'm going to have to try paper piecing a stamped image. I've never thought about that. And Panda Craft says, yes, I think images like this are a great paper piece. They look fab. Thank you, Gwen. Lillian just quickly asking, can you put it straight into the envelope, or does the fluffy stuff need some time first after you've heated it?
No, once you've heated it, it's dry. If you're a little bit unsure, just press your finger onto it.
Yeah.
If there is any wet residue still inside the pile, it will pop up onto your finger. If that happens, just go to the back of it again and drive the moisture out, and then give it another little fluff from the front, and it will cook all the way through. That's the only thing you've got to be careful with, because if you just cook the top, the inside will still be, it's a bit like when you melt your cheese, you know, the top goes crispy and the inside is still gooey. Yeah. So toast it all the way through.
Perfect. The fluffy stuff is a real big hit. Of course, you're going to get the white within the set. All right, so you get a bottle of the white, and then you get all of these fab colours as well. So if you're like me, seeing fluffy stuff for the first time today, obviously you're going to get it. If you've seen the white before, you've not seen these brand new colours. You've got your gorgeous clotted cream. You've got the mineral mist in there as well. It feels amazing, honestly. You've got the French lilac in here too. Then you've got the sweet caramel, the strawberry whip, and then that frosty sage as well. So those are all of the bottles that you're going to get. You can see actually that you don't need a lot. They're 30ml bottles, and that's going to last you a long, long time. And just to have all of these different colours too, I think is absolutely phenomenal. And like, you know, I was saying, perfect for things like the beards, perfect for things like adding texture to maybe your Christmas stockings. Love the idea of using that sweet caramel, maybe if you're doing like animals and things like that. Really, really fun product. I've never seen it before, and I absolutely love it. It's put a smile on my face, and I know loads of you are popping that into your basket. I love the name as well, Fluffy Stuff. Never forget it, will you? £17.59 platinum on that, or $22.63 if you're a US viewer and you're platinum. And also a lot of you chatting about the colour clouds as well, how much you're loving these. 6 different colours for you, and again a lot of you just chatting and saying, well, actually quite nice to see that obviously you can pop your blending tools into these, but also great for popping in your paintbrushes and just using them that way as well. You've got 6 different colours in here, so you've got your sunlit cedar, you've got your scarlet woman, your bright sunshine, you've got your frosted heather, your decadent teal, and your basil leaf in there as well. So 6 different colours for you. You can see from the demonstrations just how juicy those were. And again, you can pick up all 6 for that price of just $27.99 if you're a platinum member. That's $43.19 if you're shopping in the US. I'm loving all the names of these products today. They're fantastic. Right, get those in your basket along with your fluffy stuff. And I know I'm telling you to buy everything. I know a few of you have done. These smaller stamps I think you're going to absolutely love. This is the little chap that's caught my eye. How cute is Mr. Gingerbread Man? Seriously, look at his cheeky little face. I absolutely love him. These are just a few of the characters that you're going to get within this set. Details on your screen right now. So it's your Woodware Clear Singles 3x4 Christmas stamp collection. There's 5 in total, and they're super cute. You have got some really, really lovely sort of Christmas stamps in there with that little Christmas dove. You've got the snow globe in there as well, which is super, super cute. And even again, this little stamp here, bringing you joy on the 25th. I will show you all of the stamps in total. This one here is called the bird post. So you get the main kind of stamp with the little birdie on the 25th, and you've got all those other smaller stamps to build up your sentiment with. You've also got like a background stamp in here as well. That's gorgeous, the snow blizzard. So a nice sort of size for your smaller cards, but again, if you want to go bigger, I guess you can multi-stamp that to layer that up. Then you've got this one here, which is your snow globe stamp with that gorgeous snow globe bringing you joy. Got the 25th stamp on there as well, let it snow, and warm wishes. This one's really cute too, the Christmas post background. So again, if you'd like to be able to create your backgrounds, you've got a selection of the different sort of post stamps on there, all Christmas themed. So you've got the reindeer, the stocking, Merry Christmas, you've got the Santa Express on there too. And then here he is, the gingerbread man, who literally is, I think, the cutest. He's got a little top hat in there, love and joy. You've got Merry Christmas in there too. I think that's a lovely little collection. Maybe if budget is a little bit tighter today, you can't stretch the bigger bundle, but you want to get a lot of bang for your buck. £12.79 or $16.79 is your platinum price. A lot of bang for your buck right there. Keep the comments coming through. I will double check. Fantastic magic, Gwen, says Susan Griffiths. The fluffy stuff, I can see that in waves and ocean scenes as well. That is a cracking shout. Couple of people just asking with the fluffy stuff. Crafty Angie says, with the fluffy stuff, can you add it in layers? You need to add layers?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do in this next demo.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, you can mix the colours as well.
Yes, and Suzanne Dawn is saying, not sure if it's already masked, but what type of card was used there? Does it matter what sort of card you put it onto?
So it doesn't matter. I was using our standard coconut white, which is 235 GSM. It's a very smooth surfaced card. It's lovely for all inking, spritzing, stenciling, stamping, embossing, and fluffy stuff. It's perfect.
And one final question from Angie, who says, can you add other colour to the white fluffy stuff to have new colours?
You can, but it's tricky because you're better off mixing something like a mica powder into it, something dry. You've got to be careful because whatever you put into it stops the fluffing process.
Okay.
And if you put liquid ink into it, it's going to make it too watery. Right. But what you can do, and if you go back and refer to today's earlier show, is you can colour on top of it once it's fluffed.
Gotcha. I'm loving this. Right, any more questions, any more comments, do get them through. We're going to have our second demo. Rhoda saying, I love the woodware stamps. I got the sheep, the chicken, and the daisy that was sold last year, and I use the sheep stamp all the time. What are you going to show us next then, Gwen?
I'm going to look at the Santa Cup.
Okay.
This is a beautifully designed mug, and it's full of your hot chocolate, maybe your, what do they have in America? Eggnog?
Oh, eggnog, yes.
Eggnog with, you know, a special topping, perhaps. So all of those things, and obviously you can go to town with the decoration of this particular stamp. So let's ink him up with a beautiful black ink. The Versifying Clair is a particularly lovely ink.
Yeah.
We're not selling it today, but it is one of my go-to stamping inks, and this time I'm going to emboss it as well. So I'm just going to stamp down this beautiful design. It's got all sorts going on. It's got Santa's face, it's got baubles,
candy canes,
sparklers, candy canes. It's just wonderfully designed.
Christmas in a cup, that, isn't it?
Yes, I love Francois's designs. She's a very clever lady. Okay, so let's bring in our clear embossing powder. And then we can get a nice shiny edge to this. It's lovely to do this because if you do want to colour in an image, it just makes it really easy when you come to paint in the different sections, because you have a little wall that helps contain your ink. So that's all good. And of course with your embossing powder, it all goes back in the pot. So although it looks very wasteful, it's not. Right, let's get this heated.
Very busy across the board. A lot of people in the comments just have spied the gingerbread man that I was waxing lyrical about. Lots of comments about him being very, very cute indeed. He's in that smaller kit, the 3x4 kit. All the items available, as far as I know, individually, but of course, you know, if you go for the bundles, you get the bigger discount. So that is the way to go. This Woodware Clear Singles Christmas stamp collection, the bigger stamps, again, you get 11 packs. You can go on a 3, 4, £18 or $21 deal, or indeed just break them down. But actually, when you look at all of the different images that you're going to get, you'll want to grab them all. I mean, again, just really brilliant. This Santa cuff is something so very different, very cute once again too. I love it.
So I'm also using the Snow Blizzard, which is a fabulous stamp. It's one of those stamps that you'll come to time and time again. It's not necessarily designed to be used as the whole stamp. You can just use a portion of it. And sometimes with a stamp like this, I sometimes just roll it around my fingers like that.
Oh yeah.
And then just sort of rock it here and there onto your surface. You don't have to use the whole stamp. I'm going to ink this with a clear ink and emboss it with a clear powder. So I'll just do one little corner, because I've got one that I've done a little bit further along than this. So let's just pop some of the snow across this corner here. And then I can pop on my powder. Let's bring that back.
I don't think it's on the show today, but I think last time I was with you, Gwen, Marion just saying, is the spray bottle on today? Because I've been looking for weeks.
No.
Was that the one that you pumped and then it just gives you a continuous
it keeps
spray?
going, yes. No, because I haven't really got any reason to have a spritzer bottle today. I'm sure it will make a reappearance.
Yeah.
But if you want to get in touch with me after the show, I might be able to point you in the right direction.
Fabulous. Thank you.
So let's just heat up that little Snow Blizzard. Now there won't be much to see because it's clear on white.
Rose just said, this stamp is adorable. The mug stamp would be great on the front of a gift bag full of hot chocolate mix.
Brilliant idea.
Love that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that idea.
Very
Let me
creative.
just check that that's all turned. Just missed a little bit. Now, we can colour in, as we've been doing. We can take our colour cloud. Let's bring back our brushes and my little piece of tissue. Now, it's Santa, isn't it? So he's got to have a red hat. So I'm just going to pull this out of the pot and I'm going to paint his hat. I won't do all of this, I'd say. I've got some already further along.
Yeah.
I'll just do a little bit. And we've also even got marshmallows in the top of this. It's just full of detail. It's wonderful. It's a little work of art in its own right.
So the more you look, the more you see. You look
Yeah, it's
present in
lovely.
there.
Shall he have red boots or green boots? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Again, I would water that down, and let's do it. I've got a little stamping block I can use as a palette.
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit of water onto that. Dry your brush before you go into your pot with it. You don't want to be putting water into your pot, that's for sure. Just mix that up. If it's a bit strong, I'm trying to get a pale pink, that's where I'm going for the marshmallows.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to have to water this down quite a lot to get a nice pale colour. Oops, well, how did that happen? Messy. Okay, and now I can have pale pink fluffy marshmallows. It's very pale, you probably can't see it on telly, but it is a pale pink and it's just perfect for those little marshmallows. There's another one hiding just behind here.
Okay.
So again, you've got lots of options. You could paper piece the parcel here. Obviously we've got a candy cane. You can paint that in red and white stripe or red and green stripe or whatever you want to do. But I wanted to show you why I've stamped those snowflakes like that. And I'm going to bring in one of the blending brushes that we have from Vass and Creative, and we sell these at Creative Expressions. And the reason I'm doing this is because it gives me a much softer finish. And this red, it is quite strong. So I'm just going to dab that brush into the pot, but I'm taking off the excess. You can always build on ink, but you can't take it away.
Yeah.
So if you go in really heavily to start with, you're kind of stuck with it. So look how those snowflakes now are going to pop out, because it was clear embossing.
Oh, wow.
Onto white card, so it stays white effectively, and it protects the card that's underneath. So that's a really easy way to achieve snowflakes, but without having to struggle with a white pen or a white ink or however else you might want to achieve that after you've inked your panel, then trying to put white on top of it, So there you go. So I would do that all round the Santa mug. And I have one here, which is much further along. So he's got bits of him coloured. I've got a corner already done. I'm just going to do another corner to bring all that top part together. You can see how beautifully these inks actually flow and blend, and they really are easy to mix. And because they're very wet and very juicy, so they carry on moving a little bit after you've finished.
Yes.
So if there are any streaks and brush marks, they kind of just disperse.
Yeah.
So they're really, really lovely. So we can see now we've got this lovely snowy background for our Santa mug.
Very good.
And I think with any object, when it's stamped like this, it needs to be sat, it needs to be grounded.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring back our sunlit cedar, and again my brush. Now I just want a watery wash of this. So again, I'm going to put a bit of water onto my palette. And then I'm going to mix some of the ink into that. So I can just do a really quick kind of wishy-washy shadow underneath my Santa mug.
So he's not floating in the air.
So he's not floating in midair, he's actually grounded.
Yeah.
And I'm just sort of wiggling my brush around a little bit, nothing technical. But it just makes all the difference, it makes it belong. Okay, so that's that bit. Obviously, finished painting in all the little elements. I've done a little bit, I've got your yellow star, etc. And his face, you can do with that pale pink wash. All right, and I've got one here. Ooh, wait, I need to show you the fluffy stuff.
Oh yeah, fluffy stuff.
Yes, fluffy stuff. So we're going to have a pink topping on this. Goodness knows what, it might be a milkshake.
Ooh,
it could be, you could use the caramel. You could have what do they have? Frappe, latte, ice.
Yeah, frappe,
whatever's.
latte, macchi.
I don't drink coffee, can you tell?
Well, I do drink coffee, but I get confused as to what I'm drinking a lot of the time because there's so many different things, isn't there?
Yeah, coffee, it's coffee, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
coffee's
yeah, there are
coffee.
lots of variations. So you might be having one of those with a super sweet topping on it or whatever. So I've got some little glittery sparkles. These are like from our glitter jewels, and they are, let me tell you what they're called, because you'll be asking me in a minute. Icicle sparkles.
Okay.
And they're like little tiny strands of gorgeous sparkly stuff. So I want to create this gorgeous top, and somebody asked the question, which was a great question, can you build this up in layers?
Oh yes.
If you want a lot of topping, which I do on this, and it's tempting to squirt it all on and heat it, but actually I found it better to do a thin coat first.
Yeah.
And then build on that with a second coat. Again, it just stops the middle staying marshmallowy, which you don't really want. So I am going to sprinkle in a few of these. All right, and then we'll heat that.
Right.
Again, start by heating from the back. Till it just goes dull. And then come forward. So you can see the glitter stays in place. You see how it puffs now?
Yeah, really comes to life.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is, it's brilliant.
So it's warm,
Yeah.
but it won't burn you. So I'm just testing to make sure there's no squishy bits. It'll be fine. So we can go in now with a second layer.
Okay.
And we can really have this gorgeous frothy topping. And actually, you don't even need to stick to the outline of the stamp. We could have it dribbling down, couldn't we? We could have a nice big dribble coming down here.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Indeed. So another nice puffy layer on top. You might notice that I always wipe the nozzle of the bottle when I've finished with it.
Yep.
That's just always a good exercise. Keep it clean.
Yes.
And seal that little cap on firmly, and that will keep your fluffy stuff nice and fresh. So let's pop in some of these gorgeous strands. These could be your hundreds and thousands or
Oh, I used to love hundreds and thousands.
whatever.
Takes me back, that does.
Yeah, so again from behind,
Yep.
just while we get that drying a little bit.
Whilst you're drying, Rose says, adorable, this mug stamp, great on the front of a gift bag. Crafty Becky, wonderful shows today. I absolutely love it when creative expressions are on, a must see. Marion says, I love creative expressions too. Mary Reno is drooling over the inks. And Rose M. Baker is saying, he's so cute. It's so fun colouring this Santa mug. I think you are going to have a lot of fun. Kids are going to love these as well if you want to do some crafting with the kids this year too. It's the kind of set I think that they're going to absolutely love working with. When we're done with this demo as well, Becky just wants to know the size of that stamp as well, if we can, Gwen.
Okay, well it's not as big as it looks.
No.
It's A6, all of the average size stamps in the collection are A6.
Yeah.
I've just chosen to put him on a bigger panel so I
Okay.
can build it into something else. So have a look now at that fluffy top to that drink or whatever it is, your hot chocolate,
Yeah.
your milkshake, your strawberry whip. It's just beautiful and it's got sparkly bits. How lovely is that? And it's perfectly cured, it's perfectly cooked. So there's no problem if you want to put it in an envelope, it won't end up oozing everywhere.
Squidging everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. Now I just want to quickly show you how I chose to finish this card off. I have a card style that I don't know if it's unique to me, but it's something I like to do. Started off with A4, this is English A4, so it's, let me think, 11 3/4 by 8 1/4.
8 1/4, yeah.
It's slightly longer and narrower than your American A4. If you're watching from America. So I've scored it at 3 3/4 inches, 7.5, and then 11 1/8. And what I do then is just fold up that little end bit, then press in, and you literally make a tube like that. And then it stands up. So it's like an easel-less easel, if you like. But it's a lot more secure because you've got this little stopper at the back that stops it draping outwards.
Yes.
So that was just a quick little card design for you. And I've got one here and I've added to the front of it some decorative paper which I've inked with the same inks so they can go onto your papers as well. So if you're somebody that likes inking edges and antiquing them, you can certainly use them that way. So this again, it's just that tube design with that little stopper at the back to stop it falling over. And here's my panel that I've finished. And I've added to this sentiments that come on the same set. So you've got a little ho, ho, ho. Well, you've just got the one word, so you repeat stamp that. And then I've got May your Christmas be merry and bright. I've just added a ribbon and a charm, and there we are.
I love it. So super cute. I don't know what I love most. I don't know if I'm loving all of the stamps with this amazing artwork from Francoise Reed, or whether I'm loving the fluffy stuff the most, or whether I'm loving the blending cloud. The majority of people are buying more than one item, and certainly the majority of people are going for the full bundle of the Christmas stamp collection. So these are your woodware stamps, 11 stamps in total that you're going to get here. And perfect, you've got some stamps in here if you prefer to make your slimline cards, you've got that as well. So the Gnome Gifts is the one that you saw the paper piecing with Norman the Gnome as the first demo of the show. Also in that sort of slimline design, you've got your more, I suppose traditional Christmas here with the Holy Night stamp. Then you've got the owl, which is called the Owl Christmas Mail, and again lots of different stamps in there to kind of build up your scene with, little snowflakes, little postage stamps. You've got the Christmas sentiments in there too. Here's the Robin Mail, or Robin Post I should say, which I think is super cute. All of the robins flying around that little post box there. Then you've got the reindeer, of course, wouldn't be Christmas without your festive Rudolph. Have a holly jolly Christmas. There's stars and hearts and presents and snowflakes there. Is Norman. This one is called Santa Gnome, so he's dressed up as Santa. He's very convincing Santa actually, with his sack of toys, presents and all sorts in there. Then Norman's ready for winter there. He's got his hat on. He's got his mug of cocoa up the top there with the marshmallows sticking out as well. I love that splat. Either he spilt his cocoa or he's just thrown a snowball at somebody. Not quite sure which. This is the Santa mug that you've just seen in that last demo there. So you absolutely want to get this collection just for that one alone. You want to add in some of that fluffy stuff, of course, as well, to be able to recreate what Gwen's just shown you. Then you've got the Robin Party. Again, super cute. Normally see our traditional Robins here, but these two are having a bit of a party. They've got the party hats on with the presents and all sorts. Then you've got your Christmas birdhouse, and then that gorgeous Christmas house included as well. It's a massive whopper set of stamps. You're saving 10% today, less another 20 if you're platinum. That is £52.79 or $61.59. The fluffy stuff is flying out of the door. I am not surprised. First time viewers of the fluffy stuff are probably as wowed as I am at how brilliant this is. A lot of you may well have seen the white before, which you'll get in this collection, but you're then also going to receive 6 other colours as well. You're going to get your clotted cream in here. You're going to be getting your mineral mist and your French lilac. You've got your sweet caramel. You've got strawberry whip in there too. No wonder a few of you have gone off for ice creams. Your frosty sage is also included in there as well, but it's 7 bottles in total for a brilliant price. It's almost like a try me price, really, isn't it? £17.59 for all of that. And again, you've seen different ways to use your fluffy stuff, adding in other bits and pieces to really bring your creations to life. And the fact that you've got all those different colours allows you to use it across lots of different projects. £17.59 or $22.63 is the price on that. Right, one more demo to squeeze in with Gwen. Lots of you just saying how much you're loving the show. Rose Em saying the Santa mug so cute. The fluffy stuff, says Ro, would be great on the marshmallows and on the moustache, and especially the pom-pom. Absolutely, you've seen all the different uses for it now. And Anne says, order in. I love those stamps that look like postage stamps, and had to have some of the white fluffy stuff for the Christmas cards, and of course a list of other things which has somehow accumulated into my basket. I don't know how that happens. Every time, isn't it? Every time. Love the woodware stamp, says Patty. And thank you, Gwen, says Susan Griffiths. A sweet card and so many handy techniques. And another card to come with more handy techniques, because we're going to squeeze in another one with you, Gwen. What are you going to use this time?
Okay, so I'm going to look at Winter Gnome.
Okay.
Or Winter Norman Gnome. He's really gorgeous. He's already holding his mug of hot chocolate. This stamp set's really lovely. You've just pointed a few of the elements out, Ben, there. You've got a sentiment, winter wishes. You've got another cup of hot chocolate. You've got a snow splat, snowflake, and let it snow. And it's got all that you need to create a beautiful design. So yeah. I've started by stamping and embossing in black my stamp design, and I've just gone in onto craft brown cardstock with a white pencil. This is something I like to do a lot because it's so effective and it's really quick. You can do it with white ink, but I don't know about you, I've tried all sorts of white inks. It's really hard to find a good one. It looks great when you first put it on, and then it kind of disappears. So also, with a pencil, you can actually create texture. So, yes, I could do his beard with white fluffy stuff. Yeah. And don't forget, the white fluffy stuff is perfect for snow. And if you add in a little bit of crystal glitter, it just looks amazing. It just looks like a snowy field, really beautiful. So, yes, we could give him a white fluffy beard. That's perfect. But I want to show you how, with a pencil, we can really give him what looks like a proper hairy beard.
It does.
Just by scribbling, I mean, it's not technical at all. Just scribble in one direction, that's the only thing. So just up and down. Yeah. And there he is, and he's got a fabulous hairy beard.
Yeah, he's got a hairy beard.
How lovely is that?
It's great. Wish I could grow one like that.
My son has a massive beard. He's a very hairy person.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I tried to grow one from
really
November last year, and no, it was a poor effort, really poor effort.
So over craft brown, what you'll find, because these inks, as we've said, are translucent, water-based inks, they will tone down over the craft, which is really quite nice because, again, it gives your inks a lot more versatility. So this is, you saw how bright it was when I was using it earlier. If I just put a little bit onto white, you can see how bright that is. But look at it on the craft. Yeah. It's coming out as a really gorgeous, darker sort of teal. And just by starting in one corner and then working my way across, it's naturally becoming lighter over here. Yeah. So again, that natural shading is going to happen for you. If you're not great at shading, that's my top tip. Start at one side, work to the other side, and as your ink fades out, you've got shading. So cool, look at that. So you can pick and choose your different elements to colour in, and I also want to show you this. This is something that Francois actually prepared, and this is one of Sue Wilson's slimline dies. It's obviously it's a panel of stars. And what Francoise has done is cut it out of some paper, and she's then used that as a stencil, which I thought was a fabulous idea. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to add a few stars across this corner, and I'm going to bring in the blending brush again, and I'm just going to do little red stars through this stencil. I think that's a fabulous idea. And it also gives your dies a whole other lease of life, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's a little bit pale. We can come back with a little bit more ink. Better to start pale than to go in way too heavy.
That's it.
And not be able to change it. How lovely is that?
Oh, cute.
And that's just a little piece of paper. Love it. So thanks, Francoise.
Yeah, nice little crafty hack there. We quite like those.
Yeah, I'm all for finding lots of ways of using the products that we buy.
That's it. Getting more than one use out of the products, making life
Definitely.
easier for you as well, which is what we want, because it should be a joy to do, shouldn't it, really?
So there we have a nice little starry background for our winter gnome, isn't he? He's a winter gnome.
Yeah, winter gnome this time.
Now, what I wanted to do with this one, I actually want to give him a fluffy pom-pom.
Okay.
And I think the only fluffy stuff I haven't used is the lilac.
Okay.
So let's have a lilac pom-pom.
Why not?
So I know I've already coloured it white, but that was just to show you the pencil, really. So let's go in and give him his fluffy pom-pom. I think this is going to be amazing. And I'm just going to streak it out between those other black little marks where he's got his tufts, so that the fluffy stuff will puff out there as well.
It's my new favourite product. I'm just putting it out there.
It's amazing stuff.
I love it. How have I
It
gone?
is.
How long have I been in craft? 6, 7 years. How have I never ever
have not
come across
lived.
the fluffy stuff?
Let's pop him some. Oh, let's put some of them little sparkles in it for him.
Yes.
Why not?
Sparkly pom pom.
Sparkly pom poms. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. It's lovely, isn't it, when something makes you happy?
Oh yeah, so full of life, and that's what you'll find with all of these stamps. Actually, you'll find cute Norman in there. You'll find the robins and the reindeer you'll love, and in the smaller stamp set as well. Keep your eye out for that gingerbread man, because he is literally the cutest little thing ever. Love this on the craft card, says Ro. Dawn Marie says, I'm loving the gnomes. And the little dust dots on the stamps reminds me of Pigpen from Charlie Brown, says Samantha. Don't know. I'm going to have to Google that. And Susie just says, I'm a crafter, Ben, for many years, and I've never seen this cool fluffy stuff as well. Give us a little wave if you've seen the fluffy stuff for the first time today, and that you're wowed by it as much as I am, because I'm loving this, seriously. Look at the pom-pom come to life. It's brilliant.
So I've got another one here that I haven't done the pom-pom on, but I fully coloured him.
Aww.
And I've then, I know, well, you know, he's got one. We'd be fighting over it.
Yeah.
So I've got winter wishes here, and I've just gone underneath with my white pencil and put a little bit of sparkle on. Then I've stamped out the little chocolate mug as well. You could colour that as well. And then just to finish off, and again, this was a design idea that Francoise lent me. So panel of red to set him off, and just a nice little strip across the centre of a larger card. Pop that down, put your sentiment across the corner, your tag in the other corner, and then some little die-cut trees, just to add another wintry element. And actually, I think they really set him off. It looks really cute with little trees around him. It makes him look like a giant, but you know. And there we are.
Oh, fabo.
Winter gnome.
Just brilliant. Do you know what? I've loved every single demo that we've seen over the course of the last hour, and I know that you guys have as well. Absolutely brilliant. Details on your screen for the fluffy stuff. It's flying out the door. £17.59, $22.63 if you're platinum. And of course, we've got all of those other stamps which you can find on our website. If you just want to hit the shop the day page, you'll see all of the deals there. And of course, you can stuff all of this into your basket, alongside all of the other goodies that we've got as well. And Gwen, it's been short and sweet, but I've thoroughly enjoyed the hour we've had together.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
I'm sure we'll see
Really
you back here
enjoyed
very
it.
soon, won't we?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think actually I've got a date in August around about the 20-something.
Okay.
So look out for that.
We shall look forward to it. Bring more fluffy stuff.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Oh, before you go, very quickly, there was that lady who wanted to get in touch with you after the show. What's the best thing to do? Facebook or
Facebook message.
Okay.
Gwen Fletcher Crafts or Gwen Fletcher, and she can message me and I'll respond.
There you go, Marion. Gwen Fletcher Crafts Facebook. You can get in touch and Gwen will help you out. Massive thank you to Gwen. We are not finished yet though. We've got another hour of masterclass coming your way. It's all about what is it about? I've forgotten, it's been so long. Oh yes, water themed. God dear. It's water themed, yes. We've got all that to come, plus we'll give you a bit of a heads up as to what's to come on our amazing cartload show with Sara from 6. So we'll reset the studio, we'll come back, you get yourself to the checkout, and we'll be back in just a few moments' time.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today. This is our amazing brand new warehouse. This is the one you always hear us talk about, our global fulfillment centre, just down the road from our offices. Anyway, it's gorgeous, it's brand spanking new, but already it is literally crammed full to the rafters with stuff. Amazing stuff, but stuff that we need to clear out and make some space for. So the good news is, all of next week, I am taking over the whole channel. Crafters TV is having a full-on Sara-style takeover for Sara's Craft Clear Out. We've got deals going on all week, brand new drops every single day, amazing shows planned throughout the week. You do not want to miss it. Keep an eye out for an email, keep an eye out on our socials for more information, and I'll see you bright and early for Wake Up Call on Monday morning.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. Massive thank you to Gwen from Creative Expressions. How amazing was the fluffy stuff? I love the fluffy stuff. Fluffy stuff, fluffy stuff. A lot of you just saying how much you enjoyed seeing Gwen here. Gwen, your demos have been fantastic. Thank you. Shadiah saying, see you, Gwen. And thank you for all the wonderful demos, Gwen, says Mary Reno. If you missed out on any of the shows, of course, you can go watch them back and pick up all of the Creative Expressions goodies on our website. Just hit the Shop the Date button. Whilst you're there, you will want to certainly check out what we've got on this show, plus, of course, the Cartload show a little bit later on, where we've got all of those amazing penny deals. We're back with Michelle in the studio for our masterclass, and it's all things water themed. And we're going to have a look at our cute character box card collection. This is an unbelievable deal, right? So you're going to get your 2 stamp and die sets with 51 elements, £6.39. $8.29 if you are a platinum member. Really, really great value for money. Creating with a 60% saving these really cute box cards. So if you'd like to kind of build up cards with scenery, with your depth and dimension, this is the way to be able to do it. You get your aperture. This one's here like a little goldfish bowl almost, isn't it? And then you get all of your cute little critters and creatures in there. So you've got your octopus, you've got your jellyfish, little turtle, then you've got your mermaid in there as well with all the seaweed and that, so you can build it all up, stamp it all out, use your Spectrum Noir products to colour it in beautifully, and then all of the dies there to be able to cut them out, so no fussy cutting here, friends. And then you've got your box filled with glitter, and this really is going to be a cute little box card that you're going to make with all of those glittery things. So again, perfect to get your sparkle pens out with and your glossy highlights. You know, you've got your unicorn in there, you've got your little fairy and butterflies and clouds. No dragonflies in here, thankfully. But you do have the little butterflies and mushrooms in there too. There's your aperture die, and then all of those dies to be able to cut out the stamps which you're going to enjoy colouring in. Should be £20 near enough, or $25.90. You're getting a 60% saving, less another 20% if you're platinum. £6.39, $8.29 is your price on that. Michelle is back in studio, so let's get on over. I don't know how I'm doing that. Let's get on over to the other side of the studio. Well, she's from Yorkshire originally. Yeah.
Are you second the mic?
No. Oh, I just don't know why I started. I don't know.
You went more Yorkshire than I am.
What?
You went more Yorkshire than I am.
No, I didn't like what you did. No, that's I don't do now. No, I didn't like what you're talking about. What you doing for your next demo, like, man?
Oceans of Love box.
Oh, just before we carry on, did Gwen leave her cards in here, out of interest? Yeah, thank you. These the Oceans of Love?
Yes, so Oceans of Love box. I love these. They are my nemesis.
Oh, why?
Well, the first time I did them on air, so we were talking about my first shows last August.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what I did, they kept getting... So you have obviously the little bars that go... Well, I'm saying obviously, so I'll show you. So you've got your stencil in here. For making your boxes with, so you've got the these are the 2 bars that go across, and you will so you will scene build. You'll have your mermaid and your little jellyfish and things on these, but sort of one goes in front of the other, and no matter what I did, I kept getting them sort of upside down, inside out and back to front. So I don't know, I could do it perfectly. I think it was nerves.
And the more you probably thought about it, the harder it got.
Yeah, definitely. So you've got this beautiful almost goldfish bowl die there. You've got all those little elements that you're going to bring in using your stamps with. So you've got that lovely, that's so cute. It's very pleasant, that octopus.
Yeah.
A little jellyfish, little turtle, and they're so beautiful. All these little elements in here, they're just fabulous, and again, so brilliant for really building up your scene. If you are making the box as it is, you're going to be using these, but I'm not going to be using it that way. I thought we'd do it just a little bit different. We'd make a bit of a different base with those. So I'm just going to pop those all to the side, and I'm just going to bring in this beautiful piece of card. Well, it's paper actually. And we're just gonna die cut this out of the front. So, where is... I'm technically talking to myself now.
Okay.
Sometimes I just need an expert opinion.
I love that.
So I'm just gonna, just by eye, but you could measure, just get this in the middle somewhere. And I'm just going to tape it down. And I'm going to put more of my tape on that little bit there that is technically going to be the waist, because our low-tack tape can become not so low-tack tape when you're running it through the Gemini. So I always, if I can, I always put that tape on the bits that are going to be the waist. If not, I just peel it off very carefully. Okay. Or put a butterfly over it if it rips a little bit. Or dragonfly, seeing as though we've got, you know, the water theme on today.
Every time you mention dragonflies, I just picture you.
Honest, it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have been in front of people. I would have still run away screaming.
I know people who are like that with sort of bees and wasps, but not dragonflies.
Bees, wasps, anything sort of flyy.
Flyy?
Yeah.
Planes?
Well, no, animal, insect are flyy. So you know when it's sort of getting dark on a night and you've got your back door or your windows open and those weird flyy things come in. Yeah,
Daddy long legs?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Oh.
Because they're easy to catch. You can just grab them and catch them and then just chuck them back out.
The dog does catch them for me. He jumps up and eats them.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He does, and then when it's on the floor and it's a little bit wounded, he rubs his head on it.
Oh, is it almost like you feel sorry for it?
Well, I think, you know, he's saying, I'm really sorry, squash and eat.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I was only playing. Not as strong as I thought you were.
I do have an odd dog, but I think, you know, it makes for... it's just so much more fun when they're odd. Right, what am I doing? Why am I here?
Yeah. What day is it?
So I have just got a nice card base, just a normal fold. It's a 6x6. I've got some lovely glitter cards, so I'm going to pop that on the front first, and then we're going to go in and build this little scene up. So let me just glue that down. And then, so I were just discussing you out there, Ben.
Me?
Well, I was.
Who to?
It's the guys in the office.
Oh, which guys in the office?
Well, I was talking to Taylor.
Oh, right.
And she was saying how she loves it when I join in with your particular song.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry.
What, the one about the tape?
Yes.
But the roll?
Yes.
Do you know what I've noticed? I'll ask you because you tell me. Has there been some sort of call where you've all got together? Because loads of people now are calling it foam tape.
What?
Yeah, so they don't have to do the song. I've noticed a lot of people.
Absolutely
so
not.
I wonder whether you've sort of all got together and gone, look, we've got bored of humouring him now. Like, so should we just come up with another word for it, another name for it? And you've gone, oh, foam tape, because Corin yesterday, all day, foam tape. Every single time.
No.
Lily as well, the other day, foam tape. Who else? I think even maybe Jan, take your foam tape. I was thinking, no one calls it that, do they?
No, so rude. Maybe they're just leaving it for you.
There's certain people I feel now who are sort of still up for a bit of sing-song, and there's others now I feel like it, it's over.
You think it's had its time?
Well, I don't personally.
I don't.
Because when I find something like that, I'll just continue it sort of ad infinitum, as my wife will tell you. Like, she's been with me 20 years. When I find something like that, I'll just continue it forever. But I get the feeling that some people are just a bit sort of done with it. And so some of those people I don't tend to do it with, but then there's some people who I know are done with it, but I know if I do it, it will wind them up. People like Craig, for example, so I continue to do it. So it's nice that I think there's only really you. Well, Debbie Fisher definitely is a big fan.
I love it.
I think Debbie Robinson, but the rest, not too fussed about it now. Sad.
I love it. I sing it at home. In fact, I've even caught Ben singing it at home.
Have you?
I have.
That's good news. That's good news. Lots of people still sing it on the socials. I still see the messages come through.
Yeah, I've been on when I've been at home before, and you've sung it, and I love how they comment it in the comments, the actual song. Yeah. I think that's great.
Save foam on a roll. Come on.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shaker element, and my piece of paper is just not strong enough. So I've gone back in. I've just mat and laid it onto a piece of our white. All-purpose, multi-purpose.
Yes.
I will get that right. Card, and I'm just going to pop this back over. And the good thing is, where I have glued it onto there, this is just going to it will just find its way into that little groove, so I can, fingers crossed, just cut it out exactly where it is on the back. And if not, it really doesn't matter, because I might get a bit of a sort of white shadow around it like I have there if I'm just a little bit off, but it doesn't really matter. Oh. I lifted it up and that came flying out. Let's try again. I'll try and lift it up straight this time.
Lillian Quack says, I like the Muppets version of FOAR. It's a good one.
F what?
Foam on a roll.
Muppets version?
Yeah, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. I think that's George's favourite one because he always starts to sing that in my ear, George the joystick. He's a big fan. He says he thinks he prefers it. Us Devon Bay's got to sit together, George. We do.
Oh, there you go. So you can see that I got that bob on. Look at that. I couldn't have done that again if I tried. Right, so.
That really is a goldfish bowl as well now because you put gold in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Glitter goldfish bowl.
Absolutely, look at that. Right, so I'm going to put that on there first before I forget. Have I got my backing off? I have. So you can either use your red liner tape for this or your tape pen.
You're thinking what it was called then?
It was, yeah.
Tape pen.
So I'm just going to go round those edges to make sure it's nice and secure. And then I'm going to go around these edges as well, if I can see them. There we go.
You mean tomorrow as well?
I am.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and Saturday.
I've got you for wake up call and then craft along tomorrow night, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, craft along. I'm not used to doing one. They're normally on an afternoon, aren't they?
I know, it's weird on a Friday night, isn't it? I might do one with you.
Ooh, craft along.
Is it doable? I mean, obviously it's doable because obviously it wouldn't be a craft along, would it not? It's not time to do a craft along. You won't be able to do it. It's very difficult.
I think it's doable, absolutely.
A lot of people still comment about the last one I did with you. You see, the one with the tubes.
Yeah. Oh, you were great at that.
Thank you.
So I'm going to use my foam on a roll.
Version 1 or 2?
2.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll. Thanks, Michelle.
I've changed my mind because I forgot that that's the scary version.
Oh yeah, you don't like that one, do you?
No, that wasn't as scary as the original one.
It's only when you start the... Mary Pat says, I prefer the original Foam on a Roll. That's where my heart is emotionally. Foam on a roll, foam on a roll,
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! Oh, I do like that one. I've missed singing that.
Mary Rena says, FOAR forever. Yes, FOAR forever. You may take our freedom, but you'll never take our Foam on a Roll. Susie says, please do the craft along, Ben. I might do the craft along tomorrow. Do you know what? It's Friday night. It's me last day tomorrow as well. I mean, not forever. Well, I don't think it is anyway. You never know, though, do you? You never know. Johnny's just got to told him. So I think I might join you tomorrow, Michelle.
I think you should.
I will.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. So when you were doing this, I mean, this has been specifically made to use with your shakers. So it will sort of twist and turn round those elements if you want, or you can just do it like I've done. But if you do, always make sure that your edges are really buttered up to each other. You don't want to be losing any of those elements that you're going to be using for your shaker. So just peeling those bits off. So I will, when I go to put this on here, I will put more foam there, but because of just what I'm doing at the minute, I'm not going to do that. Although I don't necessarily need to actually, because I think, now I've put the card behind it, it's going to be stable enough with just the foam that's there, rather than having to put it around the edges as well. So again, I think that's another personal preference thing.
Okay.
Right, so I have got 2 lots of sequins. So I'm going to pop this one. Oh, it hasn't even been opened. Look, it's a fresh bag.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Aurora Borealis ones?
Yeah, I love these. So pretty. Right, just before I tip these out, oh, it's there. Right.
Anything you do is great, says Christine Mahoney. Makes me happy, Ben. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I love that.
The formula also is nice when it's sung like you just demonstrated, not shouted, says Panda Crafts. Sorry to those that shout. They don't shout it, sing it. Sing it nice. I suppose it depends how excited you get, you know. You know. In many different styles.
There's one particular style that I really don't think needs repeating. The Mrs. What was she called?
Oh, Mrs. Miller. God, I forgot about that. Oh, you guys, this is such a... I don't know how we got onto it, but there's a lady who had a bit of a singing career back in the 60s and 70s, and she was like a housewife, American housewife, and she can't sing, can she, bless her?
No.
But she released all of these like cover version albums, and I was telling the guys about her last time. I don't know how I stumbled across her, but you Google it in the gallery and have a listen to her. Mrs. Miller. What was the one we liked best? Downtown. It's just... when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. And that isn't an exaggeration. Very funny. Monica says it's like New York. New York. New York. Ooh, New York by Frank Sinatra at karaoke bars. When it's sung too much, it gets a little used up, but with a few breaks in between, it's absolutely top notch. I'm liking the fact that you're comparing Foam on a Roll to New York. I'll take that. Yeah.
I think I was going to say there could be worse things it was compared to.
Yeah. I get that Frank Sinatra thing there, because he did so many other great songs, and it's always My Way in New York, New York.
Yeah.
You ever hear?
Yeah, it is. Right. Let me make sure that's the right way up. So I've got my one shaker element on there, but I don't want one, I want two. So I've put a second piece of acetate on, and then I've built my foam back up again, and we're going to put some of the blue ones behind. So again, depending on what you want, I just thought the blue in front of those, you're not going to see them, so you want the blue behind.
Yeah.
So the blue are going to go on this one instead. So again, let's just get all that tape off, and let me just, I need to pop a little, I can see a little space. I don't want to lose.
Oh, there's a little hole.
There's a little hole, yeah. Let me...
Very clever, multi-layered.
I just thought I was going to put the two lots of sequins in one together, but then I thought, actually, how will it look if I do it one behind the other? And it looked fabulous. And again, so this is something you can build up as much as you want.
Yeah.
You could have 3 or 4 layers of this. You could really go to town with a multi-shaker.
I think this is the first time I've seen a multi-shaker, you know.
Is it? I like to bring firsts to people.
Have anyone else seen a multi-shaker before? I don't know if I have.
So in the past, I've done multi-shakers, but I've done them more in a way where I've got one big window and
Yeah.
I've sectioned it off.
Yes, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not where you've had like the different colour shakers
Sort of layered
in
up.
different layers.
Right. So these are going to have to go on here because I need to tip that up. So let's pop a few out.
I think all of these sequins are available on the website as well, aren't they, if you want to grab them?
So before I commit to sticking it down, I need to make sure that they're all spread out enough, but not too much that they're going to stick underneath this.
Mary says this is a very clever idea.
Oh,
And
thank you
Anne
very
says
much.
2-layered shaker, and then the emoji with the
Love it. So what I've done is I've made sure that I've got a lot more of the blue
Yeah.
in than that one. So when it's stood up, you get the multi-layer.
That is brilliant.
But then when you shake them, they mix up beautifully. So what I'm going to do is, so I've got my little mermaid. I've already coloured these in. I've got my little turtle, my little thingamabob.
Thingamabob.
Octopus.
Octopus.
And then sending you oceans of love.
Ah.
So we're just going to pop these on.
It's 3 hours. I mean, I know we've got 35 minutes left, but this show has absolutely flown over for me. We've got to do 2 votes for the end of the show as well. Demo of the show, demo of the day as well, because of course tonight, big cartload, it's a Sara special, is a penny special as well, where you can basically pick up loads of items for a penny. Headline from me, well, 2 headlines. Yeah, 2 headlines. You've got the penny goodie bag, so goodie bags where you pick up a load of stash for a penny. And then there's a deal where basically you pay for a bunch of stuff and you get the MIDI machine, our manual MIDI, simplicity without electricity MIDI machine, 1p.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm telling you. 1p for your MIDI. So look out for all of that, plus loads more. It's going to be fast and furious with Sara in an hour and a half's time. Flown back in specially from Germany.
For one night only.
One night only.
So just building up my scene, just round that lovely shaker. I'm going to pop my sentiment onto the foam. There it is. You wouldn't think that such a huge desk, and I still struggle with losing things. So that's going to go there, and then I have just got a couple of, so those are just the clear dewdrop ones that we have in some of our box kits, my absolute favourite. And I'm just going to pop those randomly, almost as if they're bubbles.
I reckon this is going to be the demo of the show / day. You're being described as a genius in the comments.
Thank you.
It's a genius idea. Multi-layered shaker. 2-layered shaker.
There we
This is
go.
fantastic. Because look at that. I love. Do you know what I love? When you shake it up loads there. Shake it up. Shake it up. And then it's all
And it
mixed. And you think,
mixes.
oh, it's all mixed. And then you put it down. It's like a magic trick.
Yeah, I love it. And you saw how easy and simple and quick it is to do it. I think it's, again, just looking at things a little bit differently.
Michelle says, Faye Smith, you are a crafty genius.
Thank you very much.
I've always said it. Wow, Michelle, I love, says Christine Mahoney. I love that double-layered shaker, says Lynn Harvey. It looks fantastic. What a cool shaker, Michelle. Love it, says Samantha. First time I've ever seen a multi-layered shaker, says Crafty Angie. Mary says, that looks so cool, Michelle. Christine says, how come you don't sing New York, New York when you say hi to me every day, Ben? Lol. Like you do for people from Oklahoma. I just like hearing you sing. Well, if you want a song every day, Christine, remind me. I'm like, yes, I'm here tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow. I'm always willing to give you a little sing song, just for you. Right. Showtime surprise! The Showtime surprise we do, well, it's a surprise when we do it actually, because we don't know when it's going to crop up. It's called a Showtime surprise because it's a surprise when we put it in the shows. We don't know what time it's going to be on, so it's a Showtime surprise. I didn't know this was happening today. 24 hours, this is here while stocks last, and this is flying out of the door today. 50% of the Showtime surprise is gone. It's the Easter collection. There's over 180 elements. I'll quickly show you via the magic of boards as to what you get in your box. This should be £50, it should be $60. You're paying 20 quid today, or $23.98, platinum price £15.99 or $19.18. You're going to get all of these gorgeous stamps within the collection, so perfect for making those Easter projects. You've got Easter eggs and baskets and those Easter wreaths in there as well, with a whole host of different Easter sayings in there too. Then you've got this beautiful set of dies in there, so again you can create your own Easter egg. I love that Easter cross that you've got in there as well, and then of course all of your different Easter animals, including your little lambs and your chicks there too. If you like that cross, by the way, that works in perfect combination with that gorgeous embossing folder, which is also included. All this for that low price. Then you're going to get your Easter bunny template, so you can make your bunny bunting, which is fantastic. We're going to give you a selection of embellishments in there. So you've got your ribbon for your embellishment, so you can pop all of those on. So you've got tied ribbon, you've got the beautiful coloured ribbon here, you've got twine in there as well, plus you've got your bunny butts in different sizes, so your fluffy little bunny butts, they are also included. I'm not quite sure that they're called that, but I like it. Then you're going to get a selection of papers. Let me move that to one side. All of these Beautiful Easter scenes are included as well. Really gorgeous artwork, so you can build up those scenes with all the different characters that you've got within the box. Some of them you've got sort of Easter scenes, some of them you've got like your patterns on here as well, all double-sided too, don't forget, so absolutely perfect. Maybe you've already bought the Easter collection and you've loved it so much and now your consumables are running out. For this sort of price, it's worth buying the box again. It really, really is. Love those little chicks popping out of the eggs there as well. You've got the gorgeous daffodils too, and a whole host more. To match up with that, we're also going to give you your cardstock here, so all of that plain card matches up with all of the colours that you've got in your pattern paper, and to finish it all off, boom, you're going to get your card and envelope as well. It's 180 elements in total, 12 card blanks, 12 envelopes, 24 printed papers, embossing folder, your bunny bunting stencil, 24 clear acrylic stamps, 17 metal dies, 18 coloured cards, 3 organza ribbons, 3 pieces of baker's twine, 30 bombs and 30 assorted bows. $15.99, $19.18, that price, half the stock has gone. It will not be here tomorrow because either the stock will have sold out or the deal will have been taken off. It is our Showtime surprise. Grab it whilst you can. Also proving really popular today is our Dancing Dragonflies collection. This again is a smaller selection of what we had when we launched, because of course the Dancing Dragonflies proved hugely popular. Lots of the items did sell out, so we've popped together this collection here with some of our favourite of the items that are left from this set. It's worth over £60, over $73. Platinum members, you're down to £36.56 or $44.22. This frame is absolutely gorgeous with all of those florals in there, the water lilies. You've got that gorgeous dragonfly in there as well. Then you've got that gorgeous border. If you want to see a lovely demo of that one from earlier on, that was on the first hour of Masterclass where Michelle made a really cute pinwheel card. Then you've got the bridge. A lot of you have said that you're going to be using that with your chinoiserie collection. Very clever as well, the fact that part of that stays into the card, so you can actually just make a little card from that should you wish. Then you've got your 3D embossing folder, that gorgeous scene with the trailing vines and the bridge over the pond with all of those lilies in. You've got your lily set in there as well, the water lilies with the little lily pads and the florals in there too, so stamps and dies to be able to create some really gorgeous embellishments for your projects and focal points as well if you like. And then lastly in this set, you have got your beautiful scene there with the stamp, with the dies rather, and the stencil to really bring that to life. Use them together, use them individually. It is a 27-piece collection, which should be £60, $73, $36.56 is the price on that today if you're platinum, or $44.22. Loads of love for that last card, by the way. Judy says, Michelle is my favourite. Makes me want to go to the ocean, says Rose. Great card, Michelle. Cool, says Janine. Adorable, says Mary Pat. Laura says, love that. Such a fun card, says Mary. Love the layered shakers. Great idea. Makes the fishbowl so cute. And lots of you chatting about our Showtime surprise. I love that Easter collection. The papers are awesome, says Mary Pat. Shannon H says, the box is adorable. And Fred171 says, get the Easter box! Shouting, get the Easter box! Worth every cent. We're going to get a demo in right now on the Dancing Dragonflies. And I believe Michelle is ready and raring to go. What are you going to use this time, Michelle?
So I'm going to use another one of my favourites, and I will say it with every single thing that I use. This bridge, I love it. It's absolutely fabulous. So we're going to use it to make a card base. Okay. So I've also got my water lily, but we'll pop that to the side for now. So we're going to use the biggest one, and I've got some silver cardstock, and it's 4.5 by 4. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pop it. I'm going to run it through. I'm just going to hang that edge. In fact, I don't need to hang that edge over, do I? Because it doesn't have a... So if I bring that over, it doesn't have a cut line there, which I totally forgot about. So yes, so we're going to make a lovely card base. So just ignore everything I've just said, and we'll carry on. Where's my tape? I was holding it then thinking, sure, this doesn't have a cutting edge anyway, and lo and behold, it doesn't.
I did say a minute ago.
You did? Well, that's what made me think,
Sounded like Scooby-Doo then.
Right, so because I'm cutting onto this silver glitter card, and this can sometimes not stick brilliantly at all, I always tend to tape it to my mat as well.
Yeah.
Then I know that it's not going to be moving anywhere. So let's pop this through. And so this one will fit through your 1p MIDI or mini. MIDI?
MIDI. MIDI. 1p MIDI.
Your 1p MIDI.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I'm just going to say that. That sounds crazy.
Crazy Dave.
So you can see that even with the glitter card, it's cut through both of those. And is the glitter card, is it 300 or 310?
The glitter card. No, you've got me questioning myself here.
So
310 is Centura Pearl, isn't it?
Yeah, and I want to show you
Glitter card is 250.
Right. So this has cut all the way through, but if you can hear, it's caught on that glue. So what I would actually do is I would run that through maybe with your metal shim underneath.
Okay.
It will just help it to cut through that layer of, because it's encapsulated in like a sticky glue type thing, isn't it? So it is popping, but I'm not going to do it. So I could either run it through or I can use this one that I've already done. But yeah, so if you're going through 2 layers, just pop it with your metal shim underneath.
Yeah.
But I must admit, normally when I'm cutting into glitter card anyway, I have my metal shim on there purely because of that encapsulation with that glue on there. It just makes it a little bit more tricky. But I've already got, of course, it's like Blue Peter. I've already got one prepared, so you don't need to see me run that back through. So I'm just going to pop that on there. And then, so I have got this piece of acetate. I'm just... is there anything more satisfying than doing that? Or is that just me?
I mean, it's satisfying. I'm trying to think there must be something.
So this is, again, so it's as wide, it's 4 wide by 4 and a little bit high. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this into the middle, and we're going to also almost give it that, an invisible top to this card, so you're just sort of seeing that. So what we're going to do is I've cut some, so you've got the matte layer. So if I bring this one in and show you, that's your main piece. You've got that next piece, which is what I've used to cut 2 of these out.
Okay.
And then if I bring in this, so this is our baby pink Centura Pearl, that's what I've run through with this. So I'm going to bring those in. So that's that lovely mint green, I think, that's from, again, Centura Pearl. So we're just going to matte and layer and build this up. So where is my... So before I glue that in, I'm just going to glue these on the front. So I'm going to have my green one there. And again, I'm going to use my tacky glue because I'm gluing onto that glitter card. And pop that on there.
Ding.
It's funny, I was last week out, well, all the time anyway, but I was doing something and I kept saying to Ben, oh, I'll go bob the kettle on, I'll bob the wash on. And I looked at him and he was just laughing at me, and I said, I really do say it all the time. I bob the washing on, I bob the kettle on, I'll bob this on, I'll bob that on. And he just laughs at me. Poor Ben.
Poor Ben.
So dotty tape pen for this one.
Yeah.
We'll just bob it on.
Hey, if you need tape pens, by the way, we've got a great deal on those coming up later on Cartload. I've written so many notes for later on. I'm fully prepped and ready to go. Tons of great deals.
It's going to be very fast and furious, isn't it?
It is. I said to you before, I always look forward to Cartload shows with Sara, but always sort of facing with a bit of trepidation because you know you're going to have to be like about a zillion miles an hour to keep up. And then play the game of like who's going to fall over first. But to be fair, Sara's been very busy, hasn't she, the last few days?
She has.
To Germany and back in 24 hours, so I should start off a little bit fresher, I would have thought. We'll see how the evening progresses. 3 hours coming your way, and an hour and 20 minutes to go till we start that cart load. Cart load with the difference, 1p deals. That's all I'm telling you.
Right,
It's
so
gonna be amazing.
Sorry. I've
It's going to be
put-
fantastic.
So
It's going to be really good. Carry on. I won't do it again.
So, right, so I'm using my glass mat to measure at the minute. So I want this to be 6 inches high. So, and obviously I don't want my acetate to come all the way to the bottom. So the easiest way is I'm just using, so that's my 12-inch scar line. I'm going to measure the top of this to the 6-inch one. And then I'm going to pop it down. So I know then when I close it, I've got my 6-inch high. I mean, if you're not too bothered about how particularly tall it is, then it really doesn't matter about you doing that. But I just measured it 6 inches high because that's how high I wanted it. But again, you don't need to worry. Sometimes I think we worry and stress way too much about measurements and things following a particular rule, things like that. And I think sometimes don't. The more that we don't follow a rule, the more that it turns out fabulous. So it's not looking very nice in there at the minute, so that is why I've cut these. So I'm just going to mat and layer those over there. And again, so you can either use your tacky glue, it will work wonderful on your acetate, but for speed I'm just going to use my tape pen, and I'm just going to use my normal one for this. It just takes that little bit longer for your glue to go off when you're using it on the acetate. So let's just pop that on there. There we go. And then my other one's going to go on the back.
Okay.
And again, so it's just tidying those inner workings up.
Do let me know in the comments if you've already had a little cheeky shop of the cart load. Let us know what you've bought. Let us know if you've had a little peruse and you're planning on buying. I'd love to know what's going to be going in your cart tonight. Get in touch on Facebook or indeed on YouTube. And very shortly, actually, we will need you to be getting in touch because we will have the vote for the demo of the show and then the demo of the day. Did we get Gwen's cards back?
Well, I think she should just take them with her.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not right sure. So using this water lily, so you've got the dies and the stamps in there. So I just die cut these out and then stamped them up. And again, I did the same with the lily and the lily pads. And I've just inked them, so I've used my tri-blends on these.
Okay.
And I did the same with these little butterflies and dragonflies that I've used. I coloured them up with my tri-blends, and then on these I've just used my my sparkle pen, and I've just used that on there to make those pop a little bit more. So again, let's pop this on here. Tacky glue. Oh no, I'm going to use my tape pen. So I've already shaped these a little bit, but so if I bring this one in to shape it exactly the same way, all I've done is I've just sort of pinched around the edge, just a different way to shape them. All I've done is I've just pinched all the way around the edge, gone all the way round, and then all I've done is I've just put a little fold in there. Mm-hmm. It just makes it a little more lily pad-esque. So let's pop that on there. And then, so just going to put a little bit of tape just in that middle there. Let me put that there instead. Pop that one there. Pop that there, and then that's going to sit lovely in the middle.
Perfect.
And then, so this is why I wanted to use the acetate at the top, because I want these dragonflies to almost look like they're just flying in midair away from me. In the opposite direction. You're imagining me running away screaming again, aren't you?
Yeah. I really wish we could have, I don't know, taken a picture of you like with your hands in the air and then just like trimmed it out and then just put you on the bridge. like that. I think I said to you before, last time, maybe it was Debbie, I think I've only ever seen one dragonfly in real life. Just don't really see a lot. Well, I do. I mean, you obviously do because you get chased by them all the time. But
there's in Norfolk, there's loads, especially so down by the river.
Yeah.
And we're not far away from the river where I live. So
you might want to move house.
I know. Don't tempt me. So yeah, there's just lot. I don't know if it's a Norfolk thing or a river thing, but there's just lots down there.
I'm going to Google that now.
Right, so what I'm going to do is when I open this up, I don't think they look very nice there. So what you can do is, so I've die cut some more out, and you just go into some mat and layer them on the inside. It just hides, so I would do these more flat. I mean, these are a little bit shaped, but let's bring my dotty in. So have these flat rather than shaped, and then when you sort of, oh, that's not that one, is it? Let's move it over. When you pop it on the back, because obviously I've coloured them in with my pens and you can see the pen coming through. If I pop it on the back, when you open it up, it just hides that mess up and it looks a lot nicer. So it's almost like doing a jigsaw puzzle as well, making sure I'm getting the right ones over the right ones. So I always do this whenever I'm working with acetate. If I know that obviously you're going to be seeing the other side, I will always mat and layer the same shape over it.
Yeah.
It just tidies it up so much better. Right, are you that one? I've coloured you in backwards, haven't I? Look. But that's okay. Let me bring this one in. Is that you?
Lots of love for your innovative use of the acetate. There's an innovative way to use the bridge die, says Bubble and Squeak.
Oh,
Great idea for a card, Michelle. And Shannon H says, dragonflies are so peaceful. I don't understand why Michelle is so scared of them, because they keep chasing her. That's why, apparently. It's a river thing, says Susie. We have lots of water around, canals and bayous on the bayous and the Mississippi River, and loads of dragonflies. Probably why I don't see them around my house then. But not around me paddling pool. Bubble and Squeak says, such a clever card. Which acetate is Michelle using?
So this is it A5?
A5, yeah.
Our construction weight acetate. So what I'm also going to do, we're going to pop that one. Do I want to pop that one on there? Because you can also do that, so popping them onto that back piece as well. Just pop that there. Right, so I've got my little, I've just got a thank you for this. We're going to pop that there. Again, it's going to look like it's free floating, but if I just open it up, so that one is the one that I haven't coloured in, but you can see, even if you don't colour it in, if you just want it plain on the inside, absolutely just die come out. But if not, then colour them in. They're just, it tidies up all those bits of glue that you don't want to be seeing. And it adds that extra element to the inside of your card as well. So let me just pop this on here. So popping that there. And again, I would probably die cut that out again and cover it over so you've got your bits of glue that you can see through, so you can be covering those up. But that, I've just got a couple of gems.
Tell you what, I might have gone early on the demo of the show, because this is really good, isn't it? The layered shaker though as well. I mean, I don't think we found Gwen's cards, unless Jake's got them. I don't know if he has. He's looking at me.
So then, if I pop that up, there you go. So that those lovely dragonflies, as if they're just flying in midair.
Gwen's got the cards. Sorry, I was just chatting to you. Probably heard me going. Gwen's taking the cards, I think.
You know, oh no. Never mind.
Oh,
Shucks.
that means you're going to win now, doesn't it? I mean, you'd have won anyway, I'm sure, but Oh dear, Michelle's very disappointed. Well, I tell you what, let's get a vote in on the demo of the show. This is going to be a cracker. And let's remind us, of course, because you did. Was that in the show?
I've done 4. Look at me. I've done 4.
Line them up then.
Right. So we'll go from start to finish. So number 1 was those beautiful stencils and stamps with that gorgeous mermaid. Number 2 is the hexagon thingamabob with the dragonfly edgeable. The thingamabob's number 2. Number 3 is the double shaker.
Got to be 3.
And then number 4 is those, again, so the dragonfly collection.
1, 2, 3 or 4 is the vote there. Beautiful card, says Jessica. I love dragonflies, says Creative Space. They eat mosquitoes.
Oh, well, maybe
they think you're a mosquito.
I've never been bothered by mosquitoes, so
No?
I've been bothered more by the
Dragonflies. I get bothered a lot by mosquitoes. Our town hall sells dunks, so you can breed dragonflies, says Mary Reno, as part of the town's mosquito control plan.
Oh.
They also sell. Where is that, Mary? Again, you're Ohio, Mary. Let us know where you are. They also sell bat houses. They eat mosquitoes too. Bats freak me out, says Mary. I mean, would you? What? Johnny just said, is that a wind-up? Johnny just said, walking home the other day, he nearly got hit by a bat on his way home. He was walking home and a bat flew out of the tree and nearly hit him in the head. That is the funniest thing. Now I've got 2 images now. I've got images of you running away from mosquitoes, Johnny like ducking out of the way of a bat, nearly hitting him in. He's not. He's a bit tall. He's 5'1". Wow, says Faye. How can we possibly choose? Fabulous has to take card, Michelle, says Lynn Harvey. It's beautiful. Mary Reno's Maine, of course. That's where the bat houses and the dragonfly dunks. Oh dear, it's been too much today. Too much already. The Dancing Dragonfly collection, 6-piece selection, 27 elements. You're going to get this gorgeous die. It's almost like a creator card die, really, isn't it? With the dragonflies that you can pop in. And then you've got that stencil in there as well, used in conjunction with or used individually. Then you've got this set of beautiful water lilies. So once again, you can stamp those out, colour them, leave them 2D, use the dies to cut them out and really build these up to create those 3D effects. Love the 3D embossing folder that you're going to get here as well, really creating that gorgeous scene for your dragonflies to fly into with those trailing vines and the bridge and the water lilies. There's the die that you'll need if you want to recreate Michelle's make that she's just made there with that gorgeous bridge die. That's the die from earlier on that made the thingy-majiggy hexagon wheelie cardy thing, as Michelle called it. And then you've also got that gorgeous frame as well, again with 2 different dragonflies to pop into the centre of that should you wish. But it's a really lovely collection. $36.56 is the deal on that if you're platinum. $44.22. We have had a winner. I'm not shocked because they were all brilliant. If I was a betting man, I would have gone with 3.
Oh, is it not?
Not a double shaker.
Number 4? Number 2? Oh, number 1. Oh, a mall!
I'll let you know, it's 1, 2, 3 or 4. 4!
Aww, thank you.
So, let's line them up. That is a very nice card, actually. But what's your fave? So this is number 1. This is clever. Oh, this is done with like the little tubies again.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually saying this morning, I've discovered so many different ways to be able to use sort of like the tower effect on them.
Yeah.
That I'm sort of getting a bit carried away with it.
So you've used pretty much all the elements there. The embossing folder, the frame, some beautiful papers in there too. So that's number 1. Or if you want number 2, It's the bridge card just there, which Michelle made just a few moments ago. If you want to vote, vote now. You've got about 3 minutes to get your vote in. Very quickly, I wanted to wrap up on this collection, which is limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
It soon won't be seen.
it's the Silhouette Stencil and Stamps collection. Really, really cute. Again, if you want to go back and watch the shows from earlier, you'll see a demonstration on this one here, the Believe in Yourself. So you get a selection of stencils, and mats in there as well, so you can create these gorgeous underwater scenes. You've also got the stamps there for all of those different animals that you can pop into that scene, so the turtle, the dolphin, and the mermaid too. Think about all of the different ink pads that you've got at home currently that you can create, blend these really gorgeous scenes with, whether you're using your opaque pigment ink pads, maybe you're doing some work with your water reactive pads as well. Whatever you choose to go for, you're going to really create some gorgeous scenes with these sets. That one's a little bit more fantasy, isn't it? Follow your dreams. We then go off to the African savannah to see the Strength and Love collection. Gorgeous is this, all of those different animals in different sizes as well, so you're able to get like the focal points, the foreground, the midground and the background with all of your projects there. Super cute, this one as well. This one's called The Beautiful Moment. So that's the little girl on the swing there. Again, you can choose, depending on what inks you use, whether it's like a dusk scene, a dawn scene, whether you're going to pop in the dog or the cat onto the swing with her as well. Super, super cute. So much versatility. Then you've got the You Are the One. Really cute, maybe as a Valentine's card, wedding card, something like that. That cute couple there strolling into the sunset. And then lastly in this collection, you've got the Magic is in Your Heart, which is that fairy set, once again, with a whole host of stencils and stamps in there as well to really create that gorgeous scene. It is 73 elements in total for that set, saving what, $31.18 or $35.88, platinum price $37.41 or $43.06. It's been a fantastic show, just waiting for the result of the demo of the show coming, but demo of the day rather, but we're going to be back in an hour's time with Cartload, Sara special, 1p deals. You're back with us tomorrow, aren't you?
I am.
What have we got tomorrow?
Okay. Oh, craft along. I don't know if you see, I don't even know if it's been popped up yet, but a fabulous craft along with those lovely floral dyes.
Yeah.
And it's nice and simple, looks amazing. Not that I'm blowing my own trumpet or anything, but it's one of those that looks absolutely fabulous, and then when you break it down, actually, it's quite easy to do, so.
Will I be doing it, you think?
I'll show you the picture, and then if you want to craft along, I'll allow.
I think I'm going to. I'll allow. I did all right last time, didn't I?
You did brilliantly last time, yeah.
The only thing was, it took me a little bit longer. I ended up crafting on my own in here about 40 minutes after.
You did.
I finished it. Well, we'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Yeah. Demo of the day.
Number 2.
2. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Fabo. Amazing. That will go up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame, and you could be voting for it as your demo of the week. And Michelle, you're here on Sunday apparently.
Yeah, I'm here tomorrow and Sunday.
Yes. Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, not Sunday.
I'm watching them stars. Can I just say, there's more stars up there than there is days and weeks.
Funny how they accumulate, isn't it? Debbie's in Sunday, I think. Yes. So, well, I think it's a contender. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
See you in an hour's time for Cartload with Sara. We're going to try and get a quick bite to eat, get ready for Cartload, and then it's going to be a 3-hour extravaganza with penny deals like you wouldn't believe. Check out your baskets, have a quick snoop ahead as to what's coming up on Cartload, and we'll see you in 1 hour's time. Bye for now.